Hello, everybody. This is Dave Cruzen here at Goreville High School. Getting started just a little bit later with our filming of the freshman contest here between Goreville and Gallatin. We had some travel issues getting here on the bus and kind of got here late, and now we've got everything set up and ready to go. Just going to kind of turn this on, let y'all enjoy the freshman game. Right now, 2:44 on the clock, and Goreville is leading it 8-2. I'm going to get some information and stuff together, so I'm just going to let the game play for right now, and I'll be back with you in a minute or two. So we don't have names for the Goreville players, but I'll just do my best here in the freshman game. We'll have our names and stuff for the JV game. Freshman game, we are in the end of the first quarter, getting ready to go to the second quarter, and the Hawks trailing 8-4. And we'll do our best to try to get some names best we can. Probably won't have them for the freshman game, maybe for the second half. We'll see what we can do, but we're going to do the best we can here in this second quarter for you. We get ready to start the second quarter here for the freshman Hawks. Looks like it'll be Gallatin County basketball. Elliott Page, Jasper Cobb, Caston Wood, Aiden Combs, and Kaysen Steele on the floor for the Hawks. Like we said, we don't have any Black Cat players' names, but we'll do the best we can for you. Elliott Page over on the left side, drives the ball top of the key, kicks it down low to Kaysen Steele, who goes up and scores. Now I got the score correct on your screen. Hawks trailing 8-6. Goreville with the ball, moves it over on the left side. Jasper Cobb with the steal. Nearly has it taken away, comes up with it, gets it off to Elliott Page. And the Hawks will take it back to their half of the floor. Page with the basketball, gives it off to Wood. Wood working against the man-to-man pressure, gives it back to Page. Page going to drive baseline on the right side, kicks it back to the free throw line to Steele. Steele is going to be whistled for a walk as he's on his way to the goal. And the Hawks will turn it over. 5:12 to go in the second quarter. Goreville into the front court. They work the left side of the baseline, now back up top. Into the corner. Good defense up top by Kaysen Steele. Aiden Combs with a steal is going to take it all the way down and lay it in. And the Hawks tie this one up with 4:44 on the clock. Goreville back into the front court. Working against the man pressure from the Hawks freshman. Over on the left side, Elliott Page is going to be whistled for a foul as he was going for a steal against the Black Cat player. And the Goreville will inbound under their own goal. Got an odd angle up here, folks, so doing my best. Goreville to inbound it. Flips it way up top to number 44. Like a big post player, hands it off to the guard. Bounce pass, thought he had a cutter in the middle of the lane, but no one was there. And the ball goes out of bounds. Hawks will take over with 4:28 to go. Checking in for the Hawks, number 41, Wyatt Goebel, and Jasper Cobb will sit down. Then Kaysen Steele inbounds the ball to Caston Wood. And Caston brings it up into the front court to Elliott Page. Goreville tries to trap up top. He gets it down to Wyatt Goebel. Wyatt's pass hits the goal. Kaysen Steele comes up with the loose ball. He goes up and he is fouled. And Kaysen will go to the line to shoot a pair. Got 3 games tonight, freshman, JV, and varsity. Like we said, this one got started just a little bit late due to the travel issues. And I got things started a little late just because I had to find a good spot to set up. And there's not one here in Goreville. Kaysen's first shot no good. His second shot rims off. Aiden Combs is there for the rebound. His stick back doesn't go. Gets his own board, goes up, and scores. We're going to see if they count the basket. And he is going to count the basket. And Aiden Combs will go to the line to shoot one, as the Hawks have taken the lead 10-8 over the Baby Black Cats. Combs hits the free throw. And the Hawks go up by 3. Goreville into the front court. Number 5 pulls up with a long 3 and just absolutely knocks the bottom out of the net. And we're tied up again. Elliott Page into the front court for the Hawks. Dribbles into a trap, gets it off to Caston Wood. Caston Wood, top of the key. Over a screen, back to Page, up near the timeline. 3:44 on the clock. Page drives the lane, kicks it down low to Steele with a fake, goes up and rims one in. Good look there by Elliott Page. Nice job on the baseline by Steele. Goreville drives, the ball gets loose into the corner, slung back across to the three-point line, bounce pass underneath. Hawks are all over it, picked up by Wyatt Goebel, and Gallatin will take over on the turnover as Elliott Page takes the ball up court, drives the lane, no one stops him, he puts up a shot, no good. Rebound batted around, it's going to be last touch by Steele. And checking into the game for the Hawks is Connor Patton and Jaden Tucker. And having a seat is Aiden Combs and possibly Cason Steele. We've got a 30-second timeout on the floor to Goreville. Second quarter, Hawks leading it 13-11. 3:10 on the clock. Like I said, we'll try to get some names for you here after the half. Always like to know who I'm watching. Goreville with the ball, brings it into the front court. It's nearly stolen by Page. Bounce pass over. Number 5 out to 13 in the corner for Goreville. He drives the lane and kicks it out. 25 for a 3. No good. Rebound. Wyatt Goebel gives it off to Elliott Page. Page gets it ahead to Tucker, and the Hawks back to the end of the floor as Tucker has a momentary lapse and gets it back court to Page for a violation. Hawks turn it over. 2:47 in the first half of the freshman contest. Goreville into the front court. Player shoots from the free throw line and scores. And Goreville ties it up at 13. Elliott Page drives, skips, gets a shot off. Caston Wood somehow pulls down the rebound in the trees. Back to Page, to Wood, bounce pass underneath. It's going to be fought for. Wyatt Goebel gets it out to Tucker. Tucker fights his way out of the crowd. Gives it off to Caston Wood, top of the key, and the Hawks reset. 2:05 on the clock. Over the screen, bounce pass to Wyatt Goebel on the give and go, and he scores. Nice job there by Wyatt and Caston. Goreville quickly into the front court. 3-point attempt from Goreville, in and out. Rebound Wyatt Goebel, and he almost is tied up underneath. Gives it off to Wood. And Wood will bring the ball back up into the front court for the Hawks. Hawks leading it with 1:40 to go in the first half, leading by 2. Elliott Page into the corner to Patton. Back to Page. He's going to drive the lane, kick it down low. It's stolen by a Goreville player. He was kind of waiting on that pass. Goreville brings the ball up into the front court, drives, kicks it in the corner. Up top for a 3. No good. Rebound Wyatt Goebel. He's doing a good job on the boards. He gives it off to Page underneath. And with 1:10 on the clock in the first half, Gallatin will bring it back up, leading by 2. Gives it off to Wood, back to Page, top of the key, or at the center circle. Page works to the middle of the lane, pulls up from the free throw line. His shot no good. Rebound fought for. Caston Wood in there with 3 Goreville players. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Goreville. And the Hawks will take over. Number 23, Aiden Combs checking in as Elliot Page will have a seat. Patton inbound for the Hawks. Gets it into Combs. He gives it to Wood in the corner. Corner three. It's good. Goreville quickly up court. They don't give you time to breathe. Good defense by the Hawks. Goreville has the ball up top with 25 seconds to go in the half. Obviously looking for one shot. 19, 18. Might be able to see the clock in the background. 12, 10 seconds on the clock. Now they're going to make their move. Kick in the corner. Goreville gets a three. Not the shot they wanted. Long rebound, Connor Patton. And that's going to do it for the end of the first half. The Hawks lead it 18-13. And I'm going to go see if I can get some players' names put together and all that kind of stuff. And while I'm doing that, you can watch this.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to thank the following businesses and individuals for their support of Hawk Athletics. Winslow Lumber Company in Junction, Illinois. Buyers of standing timber, builders of crane mats, mud bats, cribbing, and pin boards. Serving the oil, gas, coal, and solar energy sector for 29 years. Join New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Acord on Sundays for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and on Thursdays for Bible study at 6 p.m. Located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway at 18870 Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support the Hawks, Gallatin County schools, and our communities. Whether it's on the court or on the fields, our Hawks give it their all, and Banterra is committed to helping them soar. Visit Banterra Bank or one of their 25 locations across Southern Illinois for your banking needs, including personal and business products, plus specialty services like agribusiness lending and insurance. With any product or service provided, you'll find one commonality: exceptional personal service. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Extreme Welding and Machine Services Incorporated. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 3:30. For all your retail, welding, gas, and supply needs, metal sales, heavy equipment and hydraulic cylinder repair, and much more. Your one-stop shop for all your equipment repair needs. Kevin Edmonds Construction. Contact Kevin Edmonds for new homes, remodels, or any of your construction needs. Phone 618-559-4956.
Philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
John and Kathy Seeley. Steve and Candy Drone. Jeremy and Amy Knott. Terry and Anita Golden. Josh and Jackie Drone. Jeff and Bridget Jones. Thank you to all of the sponsors for our broadcast and for supporting your Hawk Athletics.
We got about a minute to go here before the start of the second half of the freshman contest. Baby Hawks leading the Baby Black Cats 18-13 right now. It'll be Goreville basketball to start the second half. And we'll try to get you some names here and some players. Went down and got the rosters from our wonderful scorekeeper, Carla Knoll. Hope you're in nice and dry and warm, enjoying the ball games tonight. Hopefully we'll have some good action for you. Freshman Hawks off to a good start, leading this one by 5 at halftime. And here we go. Second half, Wyatt Goebel, Caston Wood, Elliott Page, Jaden Tucker, and Aiden Combs on the floor for the Hawks. Number 5, Perry, has the ball for Goreville. He throws it up into the front court, and it's stolen by Tucker. Tucker gives it off to Page, and the Hawks will bring the ball up court. Page with the ball on the left side, working back the middle of the floor to Caston Wood. Hits Page to the free throw line, bounce past Wyatt Goebel, baseline, drives, shoots, is fouled on his way to the goal, and Wyatt will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul whistled on number 25 from Goreville. That would be Fisher. And that'll be his first. Wyatt Goebel at the line. His first shot up and good. Don't have a stat sheet going in this game, so I'm going to go with what they have on the board up there. Wyatt's second shot on its way. It's good. That's Wyatt's 4th point of the night. And the Hawks lead it by 7. Blue has the ball for Goreville. Gives it off to Perry. Couple of quick guards for the Black Cats. Over in the corner to Key. Key drives, gives it off to Blue, who drives the lane, shoots, and scores. And the Hawks lead it by 5 with 5:14 to go in the third. Tucker in the front court with the ball. Gives it off to Page. Page to Tucker. Tucker bounce pass underneath the Combs. He goes up. He scores, and he is fouled. A nice pass underneath there by Jaden Tucker. Good job by Aiden Combs, as he will score and go to the line and shoot 1. Foul whistled on number 2. That is Blue. That is his 3rd. And Aiden Combs shooting 1. Aiden's shot on its way and good. And the Hawks lead it by 8. Perry with the ball for Goreville into the front court. Looking for something to happen. Gets it over to number 13, Key. Key. Into the corner to 25. That's Fisher. Fisher hands it off to Graff. Bounce pass underneath to Key. Back out to Graff. His shot good from 3. And Goreville cuts it to a 5-point lead. Elliott Page into the front court. At top of the key, he's going to work the lane, puts up the jumper just inside the lane, and it's good for Elliott. And Goreville quickly to their half of the floor. Graff with the ball. Key gives it off to Blue. He hits number 25. That is Fisher going to the goal. He is tied up underneath by Wyatt Goebel, and it's going to be Hawk basketball. For the Hawks, Kaysen Steele and Connor Patton will check in, as Jaden Tucker and Wyatt Goebel will have a seat. And the Hawks to inbound the ball and go the length of the floor. Elliott Page got to do a little shoe tie-in on the far end. A couple of new players have checked in for Goreville as well. 44 Ross and number 1 Ragsdale has checked in. Black Cats with full court press. Man-to-man pressure. Caston Wood brings the ball up the floor, beats his man. Now he pulls it back out, gives it off to Elliott Page, and the Hawks are going to run the offense. To Aiden Combs. Aiden looking to drive. Tries to get one into Elliott, cutting the lane. through Elliott's hands. A Black Cat player picks it up, and we're going to have a foul whistled on, I believe, Aiden Combs. That'll be his second, and it'll be the first team foul on the Hawks in the third quarter. 3:50 to go, third quarter. Hawks up by 7. Key with the ball for Goreville, over to Ragsdale. Ragsdale, top of the key. Gets it off. Aiden Combs with a steal. Then he slips and falls as Graff picks up the loose ball, gives it up to Ragsdale. Ragsdale in the corner to Key. Key. Bounce pass up to Graff. Top of the key. Graff looking to drive, looking to move. Nothing there. Hits Key at the free throw line. His shot, no good. Rebound. Kaysen Still. He gives it off to Elliott Page, and the Hawks will bring it back up court. Working against full court man-to-man pressure. Page off to Wood. Wood. Coach Fillingham resetting the play. Elliott Page with the ball over to Connor Patton. Connor walks before he takes off. Got a little happy feet down there. Connor was thinking about passing, thinking about shooting, decided to just take a walk. And Goreville will bring it up. Number 13, that is Key with the ball for Goreville. Off to Ragsdale in the corner. Ragsdale up to Graff. To the new guy in the game, number 44, that's Ross. Ross off to Ragsdale. Ragsdale bounce pass that Graff picks up, gives it over to Perry. Perry, quick guy, good ball handler, gives the ball off to 13, Key. Key to Ragsdale, top of the key. Ragsdale on the right side. Bounce pass underneath, out of bounds. It'll be Hawk basketball. Good defense on that end by the Hawks. They force the turnover. For the Hawks, number 12, Jasper Cobb checking in. And number 21, Connor Patton will set. Goreville, man-to-man, full court pressure. Ball inbounded to Page. And he will bring it up court. Jasper Cobb with the ball, top of the key. Nearly has it stolen. Recovers, crosses over, gets the ball over to Caston Wood. Caston up near the timeline, gets it away to Aiden Combs. Aiden's going to drive, going to shoot, going to foul. It's going to be whistled on Goreville. Nice job there by Caston Wood, realizing where he was at, and he was in a bit of trouble. Got rid of it. Aiden Combs took it to the hole. Aiden's going to go to the line. He's going to shoot two. Foul whistled on number 20, Graff. That'll be his first and the third team foul on Goreville. Aiden's first free throw, no good. Two minutes to go, third quarter. Aiden's second shot on its way, and it's good. And good pressure there by the Hawks. Ball inbounded to Perry. Perry will bring the ball up for Goreville. Across the line, gets it off to Key. Key drives the lane, has his pass batted back to him, but it's going to be the last touch off I'm going to say last touch off Goreville. So Hawks will take over, 1:48 on the clock, third quarter. Page into the front court. His shot up and good, no good. Rebound fought for. Ross pulls down the board for Goreville. He's a big guy. Gets it off to Key. Key is going to push it up court. He's going to drive to the hole. Right through two Hawks. We're going to have a foul whistled against, I believe it's going to be whistled on number 12, Jasper Cobb. Kaysen Steele had kind of set up for to take the charge, and Jasper was caught in between. Got whistled for the foul on the reach in. Blocking foul, I assume. And number 13, Key, will go to the line to shoot a pair. First shot from Key, no good. Checking in for the Hawks, number 21, Connor Patton. Number 23, Aiden Combs will have a seat. First shot was no good by Key. His second shot on its way, and it rims in. The Hawks with 1:18 on the clock. Bring it up into the front court. Elliott Page is going to kick it in the corner to Caston Wood. Caston thought about the three, did not take it. He's going to pull it back up, run a little clock, run the play, try to get a good shot. Caston, he thought he was going to have a cutter there and steal, but still didn't cut. Didn't roll off the screen. Number 2, Blue with the ball for Goreville. Gets it out to 25. That would be Fisher. Over to Key in the corner. Key hands it off to Fisher. Back to Key. Key to Blue, who's going to drive the baseline. Goes up against Steele. His shot no good. Blue tries to save it. It will be saved. He slams it off of Steele's leg. And with 39 seconds to go in the third quarter, Hawks lead at 26-19. Goreville under their own basket. Key to inbound. Bounce pass into Blue. Blue to Key. His pass to Ross is off of his hands, and Caston Wood picks it up. And the Hawks will bring it back up court with 27 seconds on the clock. They would love to play for one shot here. Elliott's pass in the middle to Caston Wood. Just a little bit too high, and the Hawks catch a break as a foul is whistled on Goreville. That should be their 5th team foul. Going to be the 4th team foul. Whistled against Ross, his first. Hawks to inbound under their own goal, 21 seconds on the clock. Connor Patton into Steele. Steele goes up short with his shot, gets his own rebound, goes back up and scores and is fouled. Good work on the board there by Case and Steele. Case at the line shooting 1. And it's good. And the Hawks lead it by 10 with 17 seconds to go in the third quarter. Key into the front court for Goreville. Off to Fisher. Fisher working against Caston Wood with 6 seconds on the clock. Loses the handle. Gets it off to number 14, Harrison, who throws it off Jasper Cobb, who then throws it off Case and Steele. And that's the end of the third quarter. Hawks lead it by 10 as we go to the fourth. Now, like we said, we got 3 games on tap for you tonight. This one, the freshman contest, JV game to follow, and then the varsity contest between the Hawks and the Black Cats. If you're joining us late, I joined in a little bit late. Freshman Hawks had a pretty decent ball game. Leading it by 10 right now as we go to the fourth quarter. For the Hawks, coming out on the floor, Elliott Page, Aiden Combs, Caston Wood, Wyatt Goebel, and Jaden Tucker. And it'll be Goreville basketball to start off the fourth. Like I said, I hope you're nice, dry, safe, and warm watching this one. Pretty warm in the gym down here at Goreville tonight. Number 25, that is Fisher with the ball for Goreville. He gives it off to Perry. Perry over to Fisher. Fisher looking underneath. He hits Blue, cutting to the goal. Good pass there by the Black Cats. Nice job. And they cut the lead to 8. Elliott Page with the ball for the Hawks into the front court. Elliott looking to make a move. He is going to be fouled up top by number 13, Key. That'll be the first team foul on Goreville. And for Key, that will be his first foul of the night. Page inbounds the ball to Combs. Combs in the corner to Tucker. Tucker dribbles out, gives it off to Wyatt Goebel at the free throw line. To Elliott Page, who's going to drive the baseline, go up, miss the layup, gets his own board, goes up and scores. Good work on the board there by Elliott. Perry with the ball for Goreville. He moves the ball quickly in the front court. He goes baseline. Wyatt Goebel bumps him there, going to the goal. He gets the shot off. It's going to be a foul on Wyatt. And Perry will go to the line to shoot 2 for Goreville. First team foul on the Hawks. Second foul on Wyatt. First shot is up and good. Good looking young player there for Goreville. Perry, good ball handler, very quick. His second shot on its way. It rims in. Castenwood gets the inbound pass, gets it to Tucker. Tucker into the front court. Through a double team, gets it off to Elliott Page. Page looks to drive. Free throw line, almost shot it. Decided not to. They give it off to Wood. Wood pulls it out. We're going to start the offense over again. Wood looks, drives to the baseline, puts up the shot. We're going to have a foul on a Goreville player on the baseline. Play kind of busted a little bit, but Castenwood, using his head, took it right to the hole, drew a foul. Foul whistled on number 13. That is Key. That will be his second and the team's second on Goreville, as Wood will shoot 2. His first shot off the back iron, no good. Checking in for the Hawks, number 35, Cason Steele. And checking out is Jaden Tucker. And checking in for Goreville is number 44, Ross. They're their big post player. Caston's second shot. It's up and good. And the Hawks lead it by 9. Key with the ball for Goreville. Brings it up into the front court. He's going to drive the lane. He kicks. Was going to kick it. Good defense there by Steele. He changed his pass to a shot. Missed it. Wyatt Goebel with a rebound. Gives it off to Wood. Wood brings it up court. Gives it to Page. Page over to Combs. Bounce pass underneath the Steele. Steele goes up and scores. Good work there on the offense end by the Hawks. Goreville quickly into the front court. Blue with the ball. Gives it out to Harrison. Harrison kicks it in the corner to Perry. His shot, no good. Rebound tipped around out of bounds. It's going to be the last touch by Goreville. Gallatin basketball going the length of the floor. Page gets it into Combs. Combs is going to drive. Drives the middle of the lane. Fires it up. Scores and fouled. Aiden Combs, he's a load when he gets going down the middle of that lane. Foul whistled against number 14. That is Harrison. That will be his first. And the team third on Goreville, as Combs will shoot 1. Free throw on its way. Rims off. Rebound. Blue from Goreville. Blue brings it up into the front court. Slings it across to number 5, Perry. Perry, one-hander. Up and good. Pass up the Combs again. Combs, he's going to drive again. He's going to be whistled for a charge this time. Aiden couldn't quite get it stopped. Like I said, he's a load coming down the middle of that lane. Goreville to inbound it. 3:52 on the clock. Trailing the Hawks by 11. Perry with the ball. Up into the front court. His pass is batted away by Wyatt Goebel. And Goreville will inbound under their own goal. Number 14, Harrison to inbound it for Goreville. He flings it out to Perry. Perry working against Castenwood. Gets it off to number 20, that's Graff. Graff spins, gives it back to Perry. We're going to have a timeout whistle by the Goreville bench. Looks like we're going to have a 30-second time. No, we're going to have a full timeout. 3:34 to go in the game. Hawks leading it by 11. And we're going to step away for just a moment. Now we are back. Three minutes, 34 seconds to go in the ball game here in the freshman contest. Goreville to inbound into their own goal. Harrison with the ball, bounces into Ross. It's knocked loose, ball on the ground, fought for. Wyatt Goebel ties it up with a Black Cat player, and it'll be Hawk basketball. Good hustle by Wyatt. And the Hawks will take over. Ball inbounded to Page. His pass way up ahead to Steele. Steele tries to throw one across. Caston Wood comes up with a loose ball. Gets it to Page. Page, middle of the lane, jumper. Up and good, Elliott Page. Goreville back to the attack on their end. Graff with the ball over to Perry. Perry a long three, and it's good. And that pulls the Hawk lead back down to 10. Combs with the ball for Gallatin, down to Wyatt Goebel, out to Caston Wood. Wood drives the lane, he goes up, he scores. Like watching a pinball match. Perry back the other way for Goreville. To Graff. Graff looking to make a move. Going to give it off to number 14, Harrison. Harrison in the corner to Perry. Perry going to drive baseline. He is cut off. His pass across the baseline to Blue, now to Harrison. Harrison to Graff. Graff was going to hand it off to Blue, missed it, now does hand it off. Blue to the baseline, back to Graff for three. No good. Rebound out to Aiden Combs. Aiden is going to drive. He goes, shoots, and scores. Aiden Combs. He avoids the charge that time. Perry on the other end for Goreville. He fires a three, no good. Steele gives it off to Page. Page flings it ahead to Wood. Wood comes down. He thought about driving, now pulls back out. And the Hawks are content to run a little clock. Up to Page. Page, top of the key. With the ball, is going to drive the lane, kicks it off to Wood. Wood for three. No good. Long rebound. Wood runs it down and Steele. Wood comes up with it. He drives in. Fake goes up, shoots. It rims off. Rebound fought for. Jump ball. It's going to be Goreville basketball underneath. Good work on the board there by Caston Wood. And for the Hawks, with 1:43 to go, we're going to have the wholesale changes coming in for the Hawks. Gavin Brazier, Connor Patton, Lucas Reed, Jaden Tucker, and Jasper Cobb. 1:40 to go. Hawks lead at 42-28. Goreville into the front court. Long three by Fisher. Cobb with the ball, brings it up into the front court. Cobb looking for some help. Is trapped, stolen away by number 20. That would be Graff ahead to number 25, Fisher. He was feeling it and didn't feel it anymore, missed it. Gets his own rebound, kicks it off to Ragsdale in the corner. Ragsdale back to Fisher. Up top to Graff. His shot no good. Long rebound. Gavin Brazier comes up with it. He tries to dribble through traffic. It is slapped ahead. They're going to say last touch off of Gavin. And with 1 minute to go, the Hawks lead it by 11. Ragsdale with the ball for Goreville into the front court. Drives to the corner, gives it off to Fisher. Fisher working against Connor. Patton's going to go baseline. Runs right into Lucas Reed and stops. And we're going to have a traveling call. He ran into Lucas. Lucas didn't move, and he did. So turnover on the Black Cats. Ball inbounded to Tucker. 40 seconds on the clock. Tucker into the front court, doing a good job. Handling the ball and the pressure. Pass across court to Brazier. Brazier with a jumper. No good. Rebound Goreville. Number 20 Graff brings the ball up court. He thought about a three, then gives it off to Ragsdale, who will fire a three. And it is off the board and in. Ball inbounded to Cobb. Cobb throws it ahead to Patton. Patton is going to drive, and he is blocked going to the goal. Hawk basketball under the goal, 11 seconds. Cobb inbound to Reed, his shot no good. Rebound Goreville. They try to get it out. The ball is loose on the ground, picked up by number 14, Harrison, and that's going to do it. So the nice shot there by Fisher from half court from Goreville. It goes in, but it won't count. And the Hawks the Baby Hawks defeat the Baby Black Cats 42-34 in the freshman contest. So we're going to get things reset, and we are going to be ready for the JV contest in a few minutes.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to thank the following businesses and individuals for their support of Hawk Athletics. Winslow Lumber Company in Junction, Illinois. Buyers of standing timber, builders of crane mats, mud bats, cribbing, and pin boards. Serving the oil, gas, coal, and solar energy sector for 29 years. Join New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Acord on Sundays for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and on Thursdays for Bible study at 6 p.m. Located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway at 18870 Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support the Hawks, Gallatin County schools, and our communities. Whether it's on the court or on the fields, our Hawks give it their all, and Banterra is committed to helping them soar. Visit Banterra Bank or one of their 25 locations across Southern Illinois for your banking needs, including personal and business products, plus specialty services like agribusiness lending and insurance. With any product or service provided, you'll find one commonality: exceptional personal service. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Extreme Welding and Machine Services Incorporated. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 3:30. For all your retail, welding, gas, and supply needs, metal sales, heavy equipment and hydraulic cylinder repair, and much more. Your one-stop shop for all your equipment repair needs. Kevin Edmonds Construction. Contact Kevin Edmonds for new homes, remodels, or any of your construction needs. Phone 618-559-4956.
Philosophy of Allegiance Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Allegiance, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Allegiance, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
John and Kathy Seeley. Steve and Candy Drone. Jeremy and Amy Knott. Terry and Anita Golden. Josh and Jackie Drone. Jeff and Bridget Jones. Thank you to all of the sponsors for our broadcasts and for supporting your Hawk Athletics.
Hey, we got about 10 minutes here before the start of the JV contest. The Hawks just now hitting the floor. And we're just going to leave the camera here. Hopefully you can see the camera or the clock up in the corner. And we're going to let it go. We're going to shut the sound off for just a few minutes while we get ready for this JV game between the Hawks and the Black Cats. We got just under 3 minutes to go here before the start of this JV contest between Goreville and Gallatin County. The JV Hawks coming into this game on a little bit of a roll. Got a win last night at Thompsonville, and then over the weekend, wins over Hamilton County and Galatia in a tight one Saturday night, and but a big win. So the JV squad rolling into this one. Don't know the facts and figures on the Goreville JV squad, but just knowing the community down here at Goreville and the tradition and the history of this program, I'm sure that they are very, very solid. So got about 1:50 on the clock here before we get ready to start this one. For the Hawks, looks like they will be starting number 24, Jordan Montgomery. He is a junior. Number 1, Talon Smith, a sophomore. Number 34, Brendan Brown, a sophomore. Number 40, Max Brockett, a sophomore. And number 3, Caston Wood, a freshman, on the floor for the Hawks. And for Goreville, we will have a roster for them very soon. Goreville is on the floor about a minute early, so we may actually get this one started just a little bit early. Pull up a chair. Hopefully we can bring you a good one here tonight between the Hawks and the Black Cats. And the Hawks take the floor. Their starters, as we mentioned a while ago, Brendan Brown going to be jumping center for the Hawks against King, number 54 for Goreville. Officials waiting for the clock to be reset. It has been reset. And we're going to the center circle, and we're going to throw one up here and get going. Ball tipped and controlled by the Hawks. Gallatin with the ball into the front court. Caston Wood off to Talon Smith on the right side. Smith looking to make a move to the baseline. Nothing there. He's going to pull it back up top. Cross to Brendan Brown. Brown over to Wood. Wood back to Smith. Smith. And the Hawks reset. Off to Montgomery on the right side. Montgomery bounced past the Brockett. He dumps one down to Montgomery, but over his head. Turnover. And Goreville will take over with 6:30 to go on the clock in the first. Number 4, Land brings the ball up court for Goreville. Land dumps it underneath to King. King goes to the goal. His shot no good. Land with the rebound, though, puts it back in, and Goreville jumps out to a 2-0 advantage. Talon Smith with the Hawks bringing the ball up court. Off to Montgomery. Montgomery on the right side. Works back to the top of the key. And he has it stolen by number 30. That would be Turley, who drives and is fouled as he's going to the goal by number 24, Jordan Montgomery. Jordan's first foul, first team foul on the Hawks. Now they're going to say he was on the ground, so Goreville will inbound to their own bucket. Land to inbound the ball. Into number 3, Bo Cook. Bo Cook into Lingle. Lingle to number 30, Turley. His shot no good. Rebound. It's going to be last touch by Max Brockett under the goal, off the rebound. And Goreville will inbound under their own goal. Land to inbound for the Black Cats. He flips it up top to Lingle. Lingle back to Land. Land looks to drive the lane. Pulls up with a shot. No good. Rebound. Land gets his own board. Gives it off to King. King in the corner to Lingle. He fires across to number 30, Turley. Turley, one-hander in the lane is good. And Goreville is up 4-0. Talon Smith has the ball for the Hawks. Works his way up court. Off to Montgomery on the right side. Montgomery looking for a give and go. Or Goreville comes down with it. Turley with the rebound. Gives it off to number 3, Bo Cook. Bo Cook to Land in the corner. His 3 up and good And Goreville has built a 7-point advantage early in this one. Caston Wood with the ball for the Hawks, works to the right side. Was looking for a give and go off the screen. Gives it to Talon Smith. Talon drives the lane. He will score. And the Hawks are on the board. Land with the ball for Goreville. Across the line. Off to number 34. That is Lingle. Lingle. Underneath the Turley. Turley in the lane. Little hook shot. Up and good. And the Hawks trail it by 7 again. Caston Wood into the front court is fouled by Land as he was trying to reach in. It'll be the first foul on Goreville, first on Land. Checking in for the Hawks, Aiden Combs and Jackson Carney. Talon Smith and Jordan Montgomery will grab a seat. Ball into Wood near the timeline. 4:08 on the clock. Hawks trailing by 7. Wood to the free throw line now. Bounce pass underneath the Brockett. It is stolen away by Goreville. Number 4, Land. He's everywhere. With the ball into the front court. Off in the corner to Bo Cook. Bo Cook into King. Loses the handle. Aiden Combs picks it up. Gives it off to Caston Wood, and the Hawks are back on the attack. Up to Jackson Carney. Carney drives the lane. Puts one up. Has it blocked, but we're going to have a foul whistled against Goreville. Their second team foul. And it's on number 54, King. That'll be his first. Jackson Carney at the line, shooting 2 for the Hawks. First shot is no good. Elliott Page checking in for the Hawks as Caston Wood will sit down, and a couple of players checking in for Goreville. Number 33, Johns, and number 35, Belcher. Jackson's second shot. It's good. Goreville into the front court. Land with the ball. Land makes a move, drives to the lane, kicks it in the corner, through the hands of number 33, Johns, and out of bounds. And the Hawks will take over with 3:29 on the clock. Ball inbounded to Carney. Carney will bring it up for the Hawks. Carney on the right side, bounce pass underneath to Combs. Combs back out to Carney. He drives the lane, goes up. Don't know if it was a pass or a shot, but they're going to say he was fouled on a shot. And it'll be the third team foul whistled against Goreville, and the first on number 30, Turley. And Jackson Carney at the line, shooting 2 again. Jackson hits the first. Jackson's second shot. It's up and good. And the Hawks have cut it to a 4-point game. Goreville quickly up court to King, and he scores. I looked down to record the basket, and King was shooting one in. Elliott Page with the ball for the Hawks, and he's quickly into the front court. He crosses over, then pulls it back up top over to Carney on the right side. Carney up top over to Combs. Combs down to Page in the corner. Page tries to lob one into Brockett, and it is knocked away and out of bounds off of a Goreville player. Number 4, Land, to knock that out. And here's Kaysen still checking in as Max Brockett will go to the bench. 2:48 to go, first quarter. Elliott Page to inbound for the Hawks. Page gets it into Brown, who was cutting to the goal. His shot was blocked, but he got it back. And Brown, good work on the boards. It's back in. Goreville quickly up court, ahead to number 33. That is Johns. Out to number 4, Land for 3, and it is good. And Goreville answers right back. This Land's a nice player. Carney with the ball, gives it off to Page. Page looks to make a move. Now he's going to go middle of the lane, kicks it over to Carney on the right side. Up to Combs. Combs to Carney. Carney, top of the key, gives it off to Brown. Brown calling for some help. Back to Steele over on the left side. Steele thought about driving, tried to dish one underneath. It's knocked away and stolen by King from Goreville. And here come the Black Cats, leading by 7. Johns with the ball for Goreville. Gives it off to Land. Land going to drive. Pulls up at the free throw line. His shot is good. And he is their player. Page into the front court. Gives it off to Carney. Carney, free throw line. His shot, no good. Rebound, Steele. Steele is fouled, trying to stick it back in. And we're going to have another team foul on Goreville, their 4th team foul. And the 2nd foul on Land. So that's a plus for the Hawks. Get that young man in some foul trouble. Try to get him off the floor. He's been a force for the Black Cats. Steele's first free throw is up and good. Steele's second shot is also good. And Max Brockett will check in for Brendan Brown. Hawks trail it 16-9, 1:25 on the clock. Goreville up into the front court. It's Johns with the basketball. Johns off to number 34. That's Lingle. Lingle looks to drive. Free throw line. Gets it out to, I believe that's Bocook. No, sorry, Turley. Turley over to Bocook. Bocook into Lingle. Now to Turley. Turley tries to drive the baseline. Max Brockett tries to cut him off. He's late getting there. And it's going to be a foul coming on Max Brockett with a block. The 3rd team foul on the Hawks. And Goreville will inbound under their own goal. Johns into 35. Belcher gets the ball back from 34 and scores. And the Hawks are trailing 18-9. Carney with the ball on the right side. Gonna look to go baseline. Found an opening. Went up. Didn't know if it was a shot or a pass. Aiden Combs somehow comes out with it. And Combs scores as Goreville into the front court. Bocook with the ball. Gives it off to Johns. Johns to Turley. Turley back out to Johns. Over to Bocook. 20 seconds on the clock. Goreville playing for a shot. Bocook. Goreville spreads the floor. The screen for Bocook. He tries to drive the lane. He does drive the lane and will score. And the Hawks put up the desperation shot. That's the end of the first. And the Hawks trail it 20-11. So at the end of 1, the Hawks trailing it by 9. Goreville's leading scorer in the game is also in foul trouble with 2 fouls. That would be Land. He has 10 points. But the 2 fouls has put him on the bench and hasn't really affected Goreville very much. The rest of the players have kind of picked up the scoring a little bit. Goreville basketball to start the second quarter. For the Hawks on the floor, Talon Smith, Aiden Combs, Cason Steele, Brendan Brown, and Jackson Carney. Bocook with the ball, gives it off to Lingle over in the corner. Lingle gives it off to Bocook, fires up the 3, no good, rebound. Brendan Brown comes down with it, gives it off to Steele, who hands it off to Talon Smith, who will bring it up court for the Hawks. Talon across the timeline. Gives it off to Carney. Carney back up near the timeline. Got caught by two Black Cats. Gets a turnover. They get it to Leap. Leap drives and scores. And the Hawks waste an opportunity to score there. And now they're trailing by 11. Smith with the ball off to Carney. Carney drives the middle of the lane. He is going to be fouled. And he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul whistled against number 2 from Goreville. That is Blue, who has come into the game. That'll be his first and the team first on the Black Cats. Jackson Carney's first shot up and good. Hawks doing a little better from the free throw line tonight. They struggled last night from the line. Jackson's second shot, it right on cue, bounces off. And the Hawks trail it by 10. Goreville quickly up court. Bo Cook with the ball. Works to the middle of the floor over a screen by King. Looks for the give and go on King. Gets it to Lingle out into the three-point line. He goes toward the baseline, then back up top to Blue. Back to Lingle. Lingle throws it over to Coach McGuire, who is wide open. But the Hawks will take over on the turnover. 5:50 to go. Talon Smith with the ball for the Hawks. Moves it up quickly on the front court. He's going to go baseline. He goes up. He is fouled. They're going to say on the ground. So the Hawks will have to inbound the ball under their own goal. Foul on number 34, Lingle. Must have fouled Talon as he was on his way to the goal. Smith to inbound the ball for the Hawks. Gets it in to Carney. And it is stolen away by King. Up to Bo Cook. Cook ahead to Lingle. Lingle in the corner. Back to King, who fires a long 2. Rebound Leap. Out to Blue, now to Bo Cook. His 3 is good. And the Hawks getting late early here. Smith into the front court, trailing by 13. Bounce pass to the cutting Combs. His shot off balance, but Steele with a rebound. And he is fouled on the stick back. Kaysen Steele will go to the line. He will shoot 2. Third team foul on the Black Cats. And the second whistled against Blue. And Kaysen Steele at the line to shoot a pair for the Hawks. His first shot on its way is good. Checking in for the Hawks, Jordan Montgomery and Caston Wood, and Jackson Carney and Brendan Brown will have a seat. Steele's second shot is up and good. And Max Brockett will check in for Steele as the Hawks have cut it to an 11-point advantage. 5:08 on the clock in the first half. Bo Cook with the ball for Goreville. Works on the right side, gives it off to Lingle. Lingle up top to Blue. Blue's going to look to drive and then pulls it back out. Gets caught and is going to be whistled for the travel as he was covered up by Talon Smith. And the Hawks will inbound it against Black Cat pressure. Ball inbounded to Wood. Wood will bring it up court on the left side. Wood to Montgomery. Montgomery off to Talon Smith. Smith. Top of the key. Off to Wood on the right side. Wood looks to drive baseline. Bounce pass to Max Brockett. His shot is partially blocked out of bounds as the Goreville player hits the deck. They're going to say last touch by Goreville. 4:30 to go. Jordan Montgomery to inbound it for the Hawks. Flips it in. No one is there but Caston Wood. And we're going to have a jump ball situation. And it is going to be Gallatin basketball. Kaysen Steele is going to check in. Jordan Montgomery is going to check back out. And the Hawks to inbound under their own goal yet again. 4:27 on the clock. Hawks trailing by 11. Needing a bucket this trip down the floor. Caston Wood with the ball up top. Calls out the play. Looks to drive over a screen from Steele. Gets caught in the middle. Gets it back out to Talon Smith. Talon, his pass underneath is broken up, and the Black Cats will take over. Leap. Lingle to Bo Cook. To Blue. Back to Lingle. Lingle to Blue. Blue gives it off to Turley. Turley up top to Bo Cook. The Black Cats have done a good job managing this without their leading scorer in the game. Off to Blue. Blue, top of the key, bounce pass to King. Nothing there. He gets it to Lingle, back out to Bo Cook. Bo Cook drives, gives it off to, now Bo Cook with the ball. Up to King. King tries to barrel his way in, and it is stolen by Aiden Combs, who lays it up and in. And the Hawks cut it to 9. Bo Cook with the ball for Goreville. He's going to drive the lane. His bounce pass underneath the Turley is interrupted by 4 Hawks. We're going to have a foul whistled by, I believe, number 40, Max Brockett. That way Max's second foul, and it'll be the first team foul on the Hawks, as Land will check back in for Goreville. Land inbound the ball. He flips it in to Lingle. Lingle to Turley. His shot up, no good. Rebound. Max Brockett comes up with it, gives it off to Smith, and the Hawks will try to cut into the lead a little more. Smith into the front court. At the three-point line, fires a 3. No good. Rebound, Goreville. Number 34, Lingle comes up with it, gives it to Land. Goreville way ahead to King all by himself under the goal. Good look. And Coach McGuire says, we got to talk about this. Breakdown on the defensive end for the Hawks. Good look by Goreville. And they take a 27-16 lead. (27-16). Hawks trail it. Trying to remember how much time they put up on the clock. I believe it was 2 minutes and some change. 2:53 on the clock. Be Hawk basketball right in front of us against full court pressure by the Black Cats. For the Hawks, Brendan Brown, Jackson Carney, Caston Wood, Talon Smith, and Wyatt Goebel on the floor for the boys in blue. Jackson Carney to inbound, gets it off to Talon Smith. Back to Carney. The Hawks take it up into the front court. Carney off to Wood. Wood dumps it down to Carney, and we're going to have a foul coming on Goreville. I believe on number 34, Lingle. That will be his second, and it will be the 4th team foul whistled against Goreville. Wood to inbound the ball for the Hawks under their own goal. He smacks the basketball and flips it into Carney. Carney drives the baseline, goes up. His shot is blocked. Rebound. Carney comes out with it. Tap back up and in by Wyatt Goebel on the opposite side. Good work there by Wyatt on the board. And the Hawks cut it back to 9. Bo Cook with the ball. Bounce pass to King. King makes a move to the goal and scores. Hawks not defending him, and he went right to the bucket. Carney up into the front court for the Hawks. He's going to drive the right side. No one there. Bounce pass underneath the Brown. Brown's shot no good. Rebound, Goreville. Bo Cook comes out with it. Hawks trailing by 11. Pass underneath the Leap. Leap goes up. His shot is short. Wyatt Goebel is going to be whistled for the foul, going for the rebound with Leap. And that'll be the 2nd team foul on the Hawks, and the 1st whistled against Wyatt. Max Brockett checking back in as Brown will go to the bench. And for Goreville, Turley checks in, and King will go to the bench. Goreville to inbound under their own goal. Ball inbounded to Lingle. Up to Land. Land in the corner to Bo Cook. His 3 on the way. No good. Rebound Land. And he misses the layup. Slapped out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Gallatin. And Land to inbound the ball for Goreville. Into Bocook. Off to Turley at the top of the key. Turley over to Lingle. Lingle to Bocook. Bocook up top to Land. 1:25 on the clock. Hawks trailing by 11. Land looks to drive. Nothing happening. He gets it across. Bocook for 3. Rebound Caston Wood to Max Brockett. He gives it off to Wood. Way ahead to Wyatt Goebel. Wyatt drives, lays it up, and scores. Good work on that end by Wyatt Goebel. Wyatt just seems to be at the right place at the right time. Knows where to be. Land has the ball for Goreville as they bring it up across the timeline. 9-point lead for Goreville. Off to Bocook. Bocook to Lingle, over to Land. Land up top to Turley. 40 seconds on the clock. Over to Bocook. Bocook. Going to give it back up top to Land. 30 seconds on the clock. Goreville content for the last shot of the half. Carney comes up to start the count. 17 seconds. Goreville going to go for the last shot here with about 10 seconds on the clock. 9 seconds. 8. Land's going to, and we're going to have an offensive foul on Leap as he set an illegal screen, so the Hawks will take over with 6.5 seconds on the clock. So the Hawks have an opportunity to get the last bucket of the half. Into Smith. Smith is going to drive the length all the way to the hole. His shot, he is fouled as he was going for the layup. And Talon Smith will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul whistled against. Leap, that will be his second. And Talon Smith at the line shooting a pair. Got a chance to cut the lead down to 7 before the half. Talon's first shot is up and good. Talon's second shot also up and no good. Rebound Leap as time expires. And at the half, the Hawks trail it by 8, 29-21. And we're going to step away for just a moment, and we will be back in a minute.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to thank the following businesses and individuals for their support of Hawk Athletics. Winslow Lumber Company in Junction, Illinois. Buyers of standing timber, builders of crane mats, mud mats, cribbing, and pin boards. Serving the oil, gas, coal, and solar energy sector for 29 years. Join New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Acord on Sundays for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and on Thursdays for Bible study at 6 p.m. Located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway at 18870 Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support the Hawks, Gallatin County schools, and our communities. Whether it's on the court or on the fields, our Hawks give it their all, and Banterra is committed to helping them soar. Visit Banterra Bank or one of their 25 locations across Southern Illinois for your banking needs, including personal and business products, plus specialty services like agribusiness lending and insurance. With any product or service provided, you'll find one commonality: exceptional personal service. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Extreme Welding and Machine Services Incorporated. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 3:30. For all your retail, welding, gas, and supply needs, metal sales, heavy equipment and hydraulic cylinder repair, and much more. Your one-stop shop for all your equipment repair needs. Kevin Edmonds Construction. Contact Kevin Edmonds for new homes, remodels, or any of your construction needs. Phone 618-559-4956.
The philosophy of Allegiance Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legions, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legions, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
John and Kathy Seeley, Steve and Candy Drone, Jeremy and Amy Knott, Terry and Anita Golden, Josh and Jackie Drone, Jeff and Bridget Jones. Thank you to all of the sponsors for our broadcast and for supporting your Hawk Athletics.
We're back here with just under 4 minutes to go before the start of the second half of the JV contest. I'm going to go ahead and give you some statistical information here for the Hawks. Very balanced attack as far as the scoring goes for the Hawks. 4 points apiece leads the team. 4 points apiece for Jackson Carney, Kaysen Steele, Wyatt Goebel, and Aiden Combs. Good minutes off the bench there for Wyatt Goebel. Came in, gave him a nice boost down there. So 4 points apiece for those guys. 3 points for Talon Smith, 2 points for Brendan Brown. And let's see, Jordan Montgomery, Max Brockett, Caston Wood, Elliott Page, all played in the first half, but did not score for the Hawks. For Goreville, they were led in scoring by Land. He has 10 points, 6 points for King, 5 points for Bocook, 4 for Turley, 2 for Belcher, and 2 for Leap. The Hawks just playing a nice solid game, but playing a very solid Goreville basketball team. You always expect that when you come and play a Goreville squad. They're going to be well coached. They're going to be prepared, athletic, traditionally and typically a strong program here in Southern Illinois. So we got about 2 minutes to go before we get back to the second half of this one. We're going to step away as the band is cranking out some tunes on the far end of the gym. And we're going to see you here in about, just under 2 minutes. Well, we are back. We are, just seconds away from getting started here in the second half. Be Goreville basketball to start the half with the Hawks trailing by 8. For the Hawks, we'll get you a lineup here as soon as I see them break the huddle. Caston Wood, Talon Smith, Aiden Combs, Max Brockett, and Wyatt Goebel to start the second half for the Hawks. And the Hawk cheerleaders have moved down in front of me. As Bocook has the ball for Goreville, and he brings the ball into the front court. Off to Land, down in the corner. Land, down to King. King on the baseline, goes up and scores. And Goreville pushes it back to a 10-point advantage. Talon Smith brings the ball up court for the Hawks. Smith into the corner, drives the baseline, goes up. We're going to have a foul whistled on his way to the goal. We'll see if it's a shooting foul or on the ground. Foul on number 3. That is Bocook. That will be his first and the team first on Goreville. And the Hawks. Talon Smith with the line, shooting a pair. First shot from Talon is up and good. Talon's second shot is on its way. And it's good as well. And the Hawks cut it back to 8. Land with the ball for Goreville into the front court. He dumps it down low to King. King goes to the goal and puts it up. He's a strong-looking young man. Foul whistled against the Hawks. Number 23, Aiden Combs. That'll be his first. And the team first on the Hawks as King will go to the line and shoot a pair. King's first shot is up and good. When you get a player who plays the post that can shoot free throws, you got to find. His second shot also good. And the Hawks now back down by 10 again. Smith into the front court through the pressure defense of the Black Cats. We have a jump ball on a tie-up. It'll be Gallatin basketball under their own goal. Brendan Brown checking in for the Hawks as Aiden Combs will sit down. Talon Smith to inbound the ball into Wood. Wood in the corner. Gives it up to Smith for a three. It's blocked by Land. He gets it ahead to Bocook. Bocook drives, is fouled, and will score as Talon Smith will be whistled for the foul and the basket on the continuation. And Bocook will go to the line to complete the conventional three-point play. His free throw is up and good. And number 2, Dawson Stacy, checking back into the lineup. Dawson has been out with an injury, kind of a rough eye injury. But this is Dawson's first game back, so good to see him on the floor. Hawks get the ball up court to Goebel, into the corner to Wood. Wood drives the baseline. He will go up. He will miss the layup. Max Brockett powers through for the rebound and will score. And the Hawks back down by 11. And Goreville called for a travel on a turnover. And the Hawks mounting a little rally here with 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Caston Wood, his pass blocked and stolen by Land. He gives it off to Turley. Turley will score. And we got just got a dead ball. Basket was good by Turley. And the Hawks will inbound it under the Goreville basket, trailing by 11. 36. I'm sorry. Oh, they did not count the basket. So 36-25. We're going to have a turnover on Hurley on that end. Hawks quickly to their end, and Wyatt Goebel tries to put one in. He is fouled. Foul on King. That will be his second. Team second on Goreville. And Wyatt will go to the line. Wyatt connects with his first free throw. Good ball game tonight for Wyatt Goebel. Wyatt's second free throw rims out. King with a rebound for Goreville. Off to Land. And Goreville back to their end of the floor. Land tries to drive, gets it in the corner to Bocook. A long three. No good. Rebound, Wyatt Goebel. He gives it off to Carney. Carney brings it up into the front court. Carney working against the defense. Coach McGuire resets the play. Carney drives the middle of the lane. He is blocked from behind by King. Land with the ball will move the ball up into the front court. He is going to drive the lane. Kicks a pass off to Bocook. His pass is stolen. And Jackson Carney comes out with it. Carney is swiped from behind by Land, way ahead to Bocook. Bocook to the goal. Wyatt Goebel bodies him down there, and we're going to have a foul whistled against Wyatt Goebel, and Bocook will go to the line to shoot two. As Coach McGuire says, both ends, please. Tend to agree on that one. Bocook with his first free throw. It is up and good. Checking in for Goreville, number 35. That is Belcher, as Lingle will have a seat. Bocook's second free throw is up and good. And he will have a seat. And coming in for him is number 33, Johns. And Goreville leads it by 12 with 4:45 to go. Jackson Carney up into the front court for the Hawks. Working against the pressure defense up top. Drives the lane, puts one up off the board and scores. Sorry, folks, my camera was just off center a little bit there. Apologize for that. Carney with a layup on the left side, on the right side. And the Hawks cut it back to 10. Land with the ball for Goreville. Off to Turley. Turley to over the corner to Land. Land across to Johns, but he traveled before he got his shot off. And Aiden Combs will check in, and Wyatt Goebel will have a seat. Good work out there by Wyatt Goebel. He's given the Hawks really good minutes in this ball game tonight. Carney with the ball for the Hawks, brings it up into the front court. Bounce pass underneath to Combs. Combs, his shot no good. Rebound fought for Land for Goreville. Comes out with it. Hawks missing too many opportunities from short range. Land with a good pass underneath. It's going to be picked up by Aiden Combs, and his pass will go off of Dawson Stacy out of bounds. Good hustle there by the Hawks, but they will give it right back to the Black Cats with 3:47 to go. Johns over to Turley. Turley to Land. Land down to Johns. Long three from Johns is good. And the Hawks trail it 41-28 with 3:25. Go. Carney with the ball for the Hawks. Goes over a screen, bounce pass to Combs. Combs, his shot up, no good. He is fouled. He's going to go to the line and shoot two. Good work in there by Combs and Carney, but nothing came out of it. Foul whistle on King. That will be his third. Combs' first free throw is on its way. And good. Lingle and Leap checking back in for the Black Cats as King and Turley will sit down. Combs' second shot is up, and it's also good. And checking in for the Hawks is Elliott Page, as Jackson Carney will have a seat. And Gallatin trails at 41-29. I'm sorry, 41-30. They have the wrong score up there. 3:07 on the clock. Leap with the ball out to Johns. Johns works the middle, puts up the shot, and scores. Basket there by number 33, Johns. And the Hawks bring it up court. Elliott Page with the ball. Page is going to drive the baseline, put up the one-hander. No good. Aiden Combs with the rebound. His shot is short. Rebound number 35 for Goreville. That is Belcher. He gives it off to Lands, and the Black Cats to their end. Down to Lingle, back to Lands. Lands underneath to Belcher. Rebound is on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. It'll be Goreville basketball. Max Brockett and a Black Cat tied it up. Goreville to inbound under their own goal with 2:21 on the clock, third quarter. Land to inbound it, gets it into Johns. Bounce pass to Lingle. His shot, no good. Misses everything. Long rebound ran down out there by Belcher. Off to Lingle, now to Land over on the left-hand side. Land looking underneath, gets a screen from Leap, pulls back out, kicks it underneath. Pass down to Belcher, and he throws it out of bounds. It'll be Gallatin basketball. Caston Wood checking in, and Dawson Stacy will have a seat. So I said it's good to see Dawson on the floor after the eye injury. Good to see him back out there. Number 3, Bo Cook also checks in as Belcher will hit the bench for Goreville. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Hawks trailing by 13. Elliott Page with the ball for the Hawks. Into the front court. Bounce pass down to Wood. Wood moves it back over on the right side. Bounce pass underneath to Brown. Brown's shot is rejected, and Lingle comes up with a loose ball, gives it off to Land, and Goreville slings it way ahead to Bo Cook. He goes baseline, kicks it back out to Lingle. Lingle across to Johns for three. Up and good. And Goreville has built a nice little lead here right now. 1:23 to go, up 16. Elliott Page in the front court. Page looking to move. He drives the lane. One-hander up, no good. Rebound, all Goreville. Nothing but white jerseys. Page comes in and rips the ball away. We're going to jump ball. It'll be Gallatin basketball. Talon Smith will check in as Brendan Brown will check out. Caston Wood to inbound the ball for the Hawks with 1:10 on the clock in the third. Hawks trailing by 16. Atypical game for the Hawks JV squad. Up to Page, off to Wood, long three, Caston Wood. No good, rebound fought for. Aiden Combs comes away with it. He drives the lane, has his shot blocked, runs down his own block shot, out to Smith, to Wood. Wood for three, no good, rebound, Goreville, land, and the Black Cats sling it way ahead. Johns, bounce pass underneath, stolen by Combs. Combs is going to drive the length. Nice job by Aiden Combs. Got himself set, put it in. 30 seconds on the clock, third quarter. Hawks trailing by 14. Land up near the half court mark. Guarded by Page. Goreville looking for one shot. Land picks up the ball, has to get rid of it. Off of the hands of Belcher, out of bounds. It'll be Hawk basketball. 13 seconds left on the clock. And the Hawks with an opportunity to score, get the last bucket here of this quarter. Wood with the ball, brings it up in the front court, dribbles through a foul, hands it off to Smith. Smith for three, air ball. Land gets it, 2 seconds, one, half court heave, no good. And at the end of three, the Hawks trail it by 14. Like we said, this is an atypical situation for the Hawks JV squad to be in. They are usually not in this type of position, but as we said, strong squad here at Goreville, and the JV squad has been very balanced in their attack for Goreville, as a matter of fact. So, but the Hawks have a quarter left here, 14 points down, so they got 7 minutes to rattle off some buckets. We'll see what they come up with and what they decide to do in quarter number 4. All right, for the Hawks, coming out on the floor for the Hawks, Elliott Page, Talon Smith, Caston Wood, Max Brockett, and Aiden Combs. It will be Goreville basketball. When it rains, it pours. And Land to inbound the ball for the Black Cats. He will get it into Bo Cook, and away we go. Across the line, Bo Cook over to Land. Land on the right side. Underneath the King, out to Lingle. Lingle up to Land. Land will drive, kicks it out to King at the free throw line. He pulls back, now he's looking for help, looking for a lot of help. Flings it across the Land. Land pulls up, shoots a three, and buries it. Elliott Page went for the steal, didn't get it, and Land made him pay for it. Talon Smith quickly up court for the Hawks. They're going to have to generate quick offense. Caston Wood with the ball. Drives the lane into the Pines, and he is fouled going to the hole. And Caston will go to the line to shoot two. First foul on Goreville. And it'll be the first, or let's see, the foul was whistled on Lingle. That'll be his third. And Caston at the line, trying to get his first points out of the game. First free throw from Caston, no good. Caston's second free throw on its way. It rims off as well, and Goreville comes up with a loose ball. Land for Goreville. Quickly into the front court to Bo Cook in the corner. His three, nothing but the bottom of the net. And right now, Black Cats firing on all cylinders. 52-32, 20-point advantage for Goreville. Smith drives to the hole. He is fouled. I believe it's going to be on Lingle. That'll be his fourth. Second team foul on Goreville. And Talon Smith will go to the line to shoot 2. Talon's first free throw up and good. Number 33, Johns, checks into the game as Lingle will set down with the 4 fouls. Talon's second free throw is on its way, and it's good. And the Hawks back under 20. Pass down to King, down low, his shot, no good. Aiden Combs the rebound, gives it off to Talon Smith. Smith quickly up court for the Hawks. He's going to drive, loses a handle on it out of bounds. It'll be Goreville basketball. We got a timeout whistle by Goreville, up 18. So can't imagine what you need to talk about there, but apparently they're going to talk about it. 30 seconds. So Goreville's discussed what they want to do. 5:40 to go. They are leading by 18. And Goreville to inbound the ball and take it the length of the floor. Hawks full court pressure, trying to make a little something happen. Johns inbounds the ball to Bo Cook. Bo Cook will work it up the floor against Talon Smith. He is over the timeline and into Goreville territory. Gets the ball down to Johns. Johns looking for some help. Nothing there. Looks to drive, loses the handle. Stolen by Aiden Combs. Combs is going to drive, middle of the lane. Lays it up and in. Aiden Combs. And we've got an official timeout. I don't know what we're discussing here, but can't imagine what the problem is. Oh, we have a technical foul whistled against Goreville. Probably 6 players on the floor. There was no ill will displayed by anyone, so the only thing I can think of is they had 6 players on the floor. Talon Smith with the free throws. He hits the first. Couldn't imagine what had happened there, but 6 players on the floor for Goreville. That is the official word. Talon Smith, second free throw, in and out. It'll be Hawk basketball. As now we have another issue, so let's see what's going on. Maybe they're discussing the menu tomorrow, or possibly dinner plans after the game. Or they could be working a crossword puzzle. Not sure what's going on over there. Whatever it is, they got the answer solved. It'll be Hawk basketball at half court. Hawks trailing 52-36. Well, apparently they are still trying to figure it out over there at the scorer's table. Jeopardy theme plays in the background. Talon Smith to inbound the ball for the Hawks. He flips it into Cason Steele, who's checked in. Gives it back off to Talon. Talon across the line. Looking to score quick. Talon, to Wood. Wood almost overruns it, gets it back. Caston Wood Drives the lane. In with the Redwoods again. Back to Combs just inside the three-point line. In and out rebound fought for Cason Steele. And we're going to have a jump ball called. It'll be Gallatin basketball under their own goal. For Goreville, number 54, King checking in. Leap going to the bench. Elliott Page to trigger it in for the Hawks. Way up top to Caston Wood. Wood drives. Hawks have been on this end of the floor for a while. Talon Smith, middle of the lane to Steele. Steele is batted from behind as a Goreville player dives into the out of bounds area. It'll be Gallatin basketball. Elliott Page to inbound for the Hawks. Gets it into Wood. Wood gives it off to Smith. Smith drives. Kicks it back out to Page. Page over a screen. Drops it down low for Talon Smith. He goes up. He misses. Rebound. Steele. Steele goes up. He misses. Gets his own board. Back up and in. Cason Steele with good work on the board. Goreville with the ball. Elliott Page whistle for a foul on land as he gets it in. 4:14 to go. That will be the first team foul on the Hawks. First on Elliott. And Lingle will trigger the ball in for the Black Cats. Hawks with pressure. Into Bo Cook. Bo Cook drives it up into the front court. Works it back out near the timeline. To King, and we're going to have a foul whistled, or a timeout whistled by Goreville. And have a full timeout called by the Goreville Black Cats. And we will focus in here, watch the cheerleaders do their thing. Hawks trailing it by 13. So we are back here, ready to go. The Goreville basketball, probably right about the scorer's table. That's where official Thompson is standing. And Goreville to inbound the ball in front of the scorer's table. Gets it back court to Land. 3:57 on the clock. Land brings it up into the front court, guarded by Elliott Page. Off to King. King trying to get rid of it to a guard. Gets it back to Land. Land out near the center circle. Forcing the Hawks to come play him. Pass goes through the hands of Bo Cook. Out of bounds, and it'll be Gallatin basketball. Elliott Page to trigger it in for the Hawks. Into Smith. 3:40 on the clock. Hawks still needing to work quick. Smith into the corner to Wood. Corner three, no good. The rebound is going to be fought for. And King from Goreville comes out with it, gets it off to Bo Cook. Bo Cook across the line. Looks to drive to the middle, nothing there. Gets it off to Land over on the left side. Land. Goreville content to have the clock run. Stolen away by Combs. Combs is going to drive the length of the floor. Lays it up, no good. Rebound. Comes off. It'll be Goreville. Combs comes up with a steal on the rebound. He lays it in with the left hand and scores. Aiden Combs, persistence on the Hawks. Cut it down to 11. Over on the left side to Lingle. Lingle. We're going to have a foul whistled on number 1, Talon Smith. That will be the second team foul on the Hawks, second foul on Talon. 2:42 to go. Hawks trailing by 11. They were down 20 just a minute ago and have made a nice run back into this ball game. Ball from Goreville inbounded to Land. Knocked away out of bounds. Elliott Page. They're going to say last touch by Page. And Goreville will inbound it in front of the Hawk bench. Lingle into Bocook. Bocook will run the ball up the court for the Black Cats. Across the line. Loses the handle. Picks it up. Gets it to Land. Knocked away by Elliott Page out of bounds. And Goreville calls another timeout. This one is going to be a full timeout as well, as the Hawk defense is frustrating the Black Cats. Great effort by the JV Hawks here in this fourth quarter. They were down a ton, and they've cut it back to 11 against a very solid squad out there by Goreville. So, great effort. Looks like it will be Goreville basketball here at center court. Hawks with the same 5 on the floor. Smith, Page, Woods, Steele, and Combs. Goreville to trigger it in, gets it in the backcourt to Land. Land guarded by Elliott Page. Page forces the pass over to Johns. Johns off to Lingle. Lingle back to Johns. Out to Land. Land thought about a 30-footer, didn't take it. In the triple threat position, just trying to get something to move. Johns with the ball. He throws it in the middle to King. King back out to Johns. Johns, his pass nearly stolen by Page. Lands, pushes him off, nothing called. Page almost with a steal. And Elliott Page is absolutely frustrating the Goreville player. 1:56 on the clock. Bocook checks in as Johns will go to the bench. And Caston Wood is going to guard him all the way to the bench. Lingle. Inbound to Land. Land guarded by Page. 1:50 to go in the game. Hawks down 11. Hawks will probably have to start fouling at some point. Over to Turley. Turley. Pass nearly stolen to Lingle. Alan Smith trying to get a steal against Lingle. 1:30 to go. And we're going to have a foul. No, we're going to have a timeout whistled by Goreville. Looks like it's another full timeout by Goreville with 1.5 minutes to go. Hawks trailing by 11. They have had a nice fourth quarter. We're going to take a break here while we got an opportunity and get a drink. Be back in just a second. So the Hawks down 11 with just about 1.5 minutes, maybe a little under, on the clock. .133 on the clock. Hawks defense has been stifling, but they're probably going to have to go for steals and fouls at this point. Ball inbounded to Land. Page up on him. Double team coming from Wood. Now they're looking to foul. No calls yet. Hawks are trying to foul. Off to Land. Down in the corner to Bocook. Bocook drives the baseline. Flings one up. We're going to have a foul whistled against Combs or Steele. I'm not sure which player is going to be whistled. I think it's going to be Combs. That'll be his second, team third. And Bo Cook will go to the line with 1:14 on the clock. First shot is up and good by Bo Cook. Second shot is up and good by Bo Cook. Johns checks in for Bo Cook on the Goreville end. And the Hawks with 1:14 to go, trailing by 13. Smith with the ball. Brings it up court quickly. Hawks looking for quick offense. Gives it to Combs. Combs to Page. Page. Now he's going to drive. Goes in, lays one up, is fouled, and Elliott will go to the line to shoot two. Foul whistled against King. I believe that'll be his fourth. And it's the fourth team foul on Goreville. Page at the line, shooting two. First shot is up and rims in for Elliott. And Elliott cracks the scoring column in the JV game. Elliott's second shot on its way, no good. Rebound fought for, steal to Page. Page puts it up, scores, and will go to the line for a conventional three-point play. Foul whistled against Goreville number 54, King, and that will do it for him, as that is number 5. Hawks back to within 12. Leap will check in for the Black Cats as King will exit the game. He had a nice ball game. Hard worker underneath there on the post is King. And Page will go to the line to shoot two. Shooting one. His free throw, no good. Rebound. Combs and Leap. Leap almost steps out of bounds. Land with the ball for Goreville. Guarded by Page. Wood almost with a steal, and we're going to have yet another timeout by Goreville. For a team that needs the clock to run out, they sure have stopped it several times. Hawks trailing by 10. Great effort by the Hawks in this fourth quarter. I can't stress that enough. They fell behind, got in a hole mainly because Goreville just shot the lights out in the third quarter with threes. If it had not been for the hot shooting of the Black Cats in the third quarter, there's no telling where this would be right now. But just a great effort by the JV Hawks here in the fourth quarter. I can't stress that enough. Defense has been frustrating for Goreville. Goreville out of timeouts according to the board. And I think they've called 4 in this quarter alone. So 10-point lead for Goreville. They will have the ball at center court. The Hawks obviously going for steals and fouls at this point. 42.8 seconds to go. Looks like Lingle to inbound the ball for Goreville. Into Land. Land guarded by Page. Page gets pushed off, no call. Talon Smith comes up to get Lingle. No fouls yet by the Hawks. Caston Wood. Now Caston is going to be whistled for a foul on the reach in. It'll be the fourth team foul on the Hawks. And they will have to commit one more before they send Goreville to the line. Lingle coming to trigger the ball in for the Black Cats. He will inbound the ball to Land in the back court. McGuire yelling for the foul. Elliott, no foul as of yet. Pushed down again, no call. Pass across to Turley, 15 seconds on the clock. Out to Lingle. Lingle is fouled by Talon Smith with 11 seconds to go. And a little bit too late now on the foul for possession situation, as there's only 11.4 seconds left. Lingle will go to the line to shoot 2 for Talon Smith. That is his 3rd foul. And the Hawks trailing by 10 with 11 seconds to go. Goreville shooting a pair. Lingle's first free throw is no good, so they did pick the right guy to foul. Goreville pulling their players off the line, so the Hawks will need to rebound and move quickly up court. Gallatin with 4 timeouts left, so plenty of opportunity. Free throw up and good by Lingle. Talon Smith quickly into the front court, off to Wood. Wood, long 3, no good. Rebound, tapped out of bounds. It'll be Gallatin basketball. 55-44, 4.3 seconds left. Coach McGuire not stopping coaching yet. He wants all the points he can get. To Page, 2 seconds. Wood drives, shoots. His shot no good, and that's going to do it. Hawks lose it 55-44. Again, I will say it was a great effort by the Hawks JV. Just heard Andy Griffith here and wondered what was going on. For the Hawks, scoring situation, Aiden Combs led the squad with 12. Talon Smith had 8. Jackson Carney and Kaysen Steele with 6 apiece. 5 for Wyatt Goebel. 3 for Elliott Page, and 2 points apiece for Brendan Brown and Max Brockett. Jordan Montgomery, Dawson Stacy, Caston Wood, all also played in the game but did not score. So that'll do it for the JV game. We're going to get things reset here for the varsity game, and we're going to step away for just a second. And
please clear the floors that's being swept so we can get ready for the next game. Thank you.
And we are going to just silence things here until the teams get ready to hit the floor. And we're going to see what's going on with the varsity game, get some information together for you, and we'll be back to talk to you in just a minute.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to thank the following businesses and individuals for their support of Hawk Athletics. Winslow Lumber Company in Junction, Illinois. Buyers of standing timber, builders of crane mats, mud bats, cribbing, and pin boards. Serving the oil, gas, coal, and solar energy sector for 29 years. Join New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Acord on Sundays for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and on Thursdays for Bible study at 6 p.m. Located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway at 18870 Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support the Hawks, Gallatin County schools, and our communities. Whether it's on the court or on the fields, our Hawks give it their all, and Banterra is committed to helping them soar. Visit Banterra Bank or one of their 25 locations across Southern Illinois for your banking needs, including personal and business products, plus specialty services like agribusiness lending and insurance. With any product or service provided, you'll find one commonality: exceptional personal service. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Extreme Welding and Machine Services Incorporated. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 3:30. For all your retail, welding, gas, and supply needs, metal sales, heavy equipment and hydraulic cylinder repair, and much more. Your one-stop shop for all your equipment repair needs. Kevin Edmonds Construction. Contact Kevin Edmonds for new homes, remodels, or any of your construction needs. Phone 618-559-4956.
Philosophy of Allegiance Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Allegiance, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Allegiance, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
John and Kathy Seeley. Steve and Candy Drone. Jeremy and Amy Knott. Terry and Anita Golden. Josh and Jackie Drone. Jeff and Bridget Jones. Thank you to all of the sponsors for our broadcast and for
We got just a shade over 8 minutes to go before the national anthem and the start of this one. So we're going to just leave the camera here and going to turn the volume off for a little bit so we can get a drink and get ourselves prepared. So we'll be back in a few moments. We're back here, Hawk fans. Got about 4 minutes before the start of the varsity contest here between the Hawks and the Goreville Black Cats. Just a little bit of background information here. The Hawks come into this one after getting an overtime win last night against Thompsonville, a 57-53 overtime victory over at Thompsonville in a hard-fought, entertaining basketball game. The Hawks come in with a record of 8-16, and like I said, they had the hard-fought win last night. Had two tough games over the weekend against Galatia and Hamilton County. Played well in the game against Hamilton County, but came up on the short end. And then the win last night against Thompsonville. Their opponent tonight, well, one of the best teams in the state. I think they're currently ranked number 5 in the state. Goreville comes in with a record of 22-3. They are fresh off of a victory last night against a conference opponent. They played Ziegler-Royalton. Had a 36-point victory over Ziegler last night. Prior to that, they lost to Nashville 70-63, and that is their only loss during the calendar year of 2025. Their other two losses on the season were to Waltonville by 7, and earlier this year a loss to Benton by 8. So you're looking at an extremely strong Goreville basketball team. Like I said, they come in ranked number 5 in the state. Regional pairings and seedings are all being done this week, so you would have to think that they will be a top seed in their regional. Whether they're a 1 or a 2 coming out of the subsectional has yet to be determined. But you would have to think that they will be a top seed, and they are hosting a regional, so they will be the top seed in their own regional coming up in a couple of weeks.
Perform better. Recover safely.
So, with all the background information, it is an uphill battle in this one for the Hawks. Like I said, they are playing a team that is no slouch, a program that is run by Todd Tripp. He does a wonderful job down here, as Goreville is a every year regional, sectional, super sectional contender, and potentially, like I say, a number 5 ranking potential state basketball team as well. I know they have a beefed schedule. They play a lot of larger schools. Later this week, they have a conference game with Cesar, and then they will play Lanark Eastland, who is one of the top-ranked teams in the state, I think number 2 in the last poll. So they play a massive non-conference schedule. So, with all that joyous piece of information that I've passed along, the Hawks are going to go out here and they are going to give it a shot against a well-coached, strong Black Cat ball camp. So we are going to step away. We're going to have the national anthem and then the starting lineups. And we'll be back to talk to you here just as soon as we finish with.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Goreville High School Gymnasium, home of the Goreville Black Cats. Tonight, the Black Cats welcome the Hawks of Gallatin County in a non-conference matchup. Before we get the starting lines and coaches and officials, I'd ask everyone to please rise, move your caps, as we honor America, the singing of our national anthem by Miss Addie Underwood.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallant
Nicely done by a young lady here doing the national anthem. And we're going to get ready for our starting lineups.
The Hawks of Gallatin County. Starting in guard position, a 5'7" senior, number 5, Elliott Glover.
Elliott Glover getting the start.
Starting in guard position, a 5'9" sophomore, number 10, Jackson Carney.
Jackson Carney.
Starting in forward position, a 6'3" senior, number 20, Logan Brandon.
Logan Brandon.
Starting in forward position, a 6'1" senior, number 11, Alex Sauls.
Alex Sauls and Grant Jackson.
6'1" senior, number 23, Grant Jackson.
And that's the lineup for the Hawks.
Hawks are coached by Mr. Matt Lawler, assisted by Zach McGuire, Kyron Fillingham, and Seth Ramsey.
So for the Hawks, starting 4 seniors and a freshman. And Goreville.
Now, let's get this right up for your Goreville Blackcats. Starting in guard position, a 6'8" sophomore, number 24. Starting in guard position, a 5'10" junior, number 11, Zach Green. Starting in guard position, a 6' senior, number 12, Cole Trent. Starting in the middle of the Blackcats, a 6'7" senior, number 22, Drake Covington. Starting in full position, a 6'3" senior, number 23, Blackcats are coached by Mr. Todd Tripp, assisted by Danny Tripp and Cannon Webb. This was a nice game with Mr. John Allen, Mr. Chris Mosley, and Mr. Mike Eastwood.
So for Goreville, starters are Tripp, Buffington, Craig, Green, and number 24, Nick King. Well, we're about to tip things off here. The production is coming to an end soon. Logan Brandon will be jumping against Buffington. Referee takes the ball out, fires it up, tip controlled by Goreville, and it will be Tripp bringing the ball into the front court for the Blackcats. Tripp off to number 24, that is King. King over to Buffington. Buffington over to number 12, that's Tripp, his shot no good, long rebound. Jackson Carney with the rebound, and the Hawks will take over. Carney brings the ball into the front court. Off to Brandon. Brandon to Jackson. Jackson, top of the key, looks to drive. Thought about pulling up, gets it back out to Brandon. Brandon will drive the lane. Throws the pass to no one, and the Blackcats will take over. King to inbound the ball to Tripp. Tripp with the ball for Goreville into the front court. He gives it off to number 23, who gets it up. for number 11, Green. And Green connects with a 3. And the Hawks are down 3-0. Kearney off to Brannon. Brannon looks to drive, middle of the lane, works against Buffington. Rebound, Jackson. He puts it back in, and the Hawks cut the lead to 1. Quickly up court. Green underneath. We're going to have a foul whistled against Logan Brannon as number 23, Craig, tried to make a move on the baseline. Logan tried to cut him off, got whistled for the blocking foul. Goreville inbounds into their own goal. Trip to Green to King. King for 3. No good. Long rebound. It'll be Green. I'm sorry, Trip. Trip with a 3. Ball inbounded to Alex Sauls to Logan Brannon. Brannon is going to drive the length of the floor. Wild layup, and he is going to be fouled on the far end of the floor. First foul whistled against Goreville.
Zach Green, that's his first, team's first.
Fouls on Green, and Logan Brannon will be at the line shooting a pair. Brandon's first shot is up and good. Logan has one more shot coming. Logan's second shot is also good. And Goreville quickly up into the front court. Tripp with the ball. Gives it off to Buffington. Buffington hits Green, cutting to the goal. Up against Brannon. His shot no good. Rebound battered around, picked up by Grant Jackson. Jackson on the move to the far end, loses a handle, picks it back up. Flips one up in the middle, but it's picked up by King. King quickly back into the front court for Goreville. He lays it in. And the Hawks down 8-4. Kearney into the front court. 5:48 on the clock. Jackson with the ball. Over a screen from Brannon. Kicks it down to Brannon, going baseline. His shot is rejected by Buffington. And here comes King from Goreville into the front court. Off to Green underneath to Craig, who scores. And the Hawks trailing it by 6. Grant Jackson into the front court. 5:15 to go. First quarter. Jackson loses a handle out to Brannon. Brannon looks to drive baseline. He goes with an up and under and scores. Pass ahead to Craig. He drives. He is fouled by Brannon. That will be his second and the team's second. Whistled against Gallatin.
20, Logan Brannon. That's his second, team's second.
Goreville doesn't waste any time. They get the ball up court quickly. Craig at the line. He is shooting at 2. First one up and good. Craig's second shot. And it's good. And the Hawks trail it by 6. Grant Jackson brings the ball up for the Hawks into the front court. He is immediately doubled up in the corner. Ball's knocked loose. He picks it up, gets it over to Kearney. Kearney thought about a shot, didn't take it, then has the ball ripped away by Tripp. Tripp drives, shoots, scores, and a foul. Whistled against Grant Jackson.
Foul number 23, Grant Jackson. That's his first, team's third. Checking in the Black Cats, number 31, Garrett Church.
Church checking in for Goreville.
Play, Cole Tripp.
Tripp at the line, trying to complete the 3-point play. He does. And the Hawks in a hole early. Grant Jackson up court, across the half-court line. Free throw line jumper, in and out, rebound, Buffington. Buffington out to Tripp, and here comes Goreville. Goreville drives, baseline, puts it up, scores. Jackson with the ball for Gallatin. Brings it up across the timeline. He is fouled by King going after the ball. That will be the second team foul on Goreville. Checking in for the Hawks, Max Brockett, and Logan Brannon goes to the bench.
Checking in for the Hawks, number 11.
Jackson into Carney. Carney across the line. Over to Sauls. Sauls works the ball back out to Jackson for three. No good. Long rebound, Goreville. Long pass out to Tripp. Quickly, Goreville to their half of the floor. He flings it across to number 31, Church, who nails the three. Ball into Carney. He runs into a trap. Stolen away. Nearly stolen away. Now it is Tripp with the turnover. And the Hawks struggling against this trap pressure defense. Sauls off to Jackson. Jackson goes baseline. Goes up short. No good. Rebound Jackson. He goes up again. 8 foot. No good, but he is fouled by Church, and Jackson will go to the line to shoot two.
Line to shoot two, Grant Jackson.
I think the quickness of this Black Cat team is a real issue for the Hawks. First one up and good. Checking in for the Hawks, Thacker Fromm checking in for Elliott Glover. Grant Jackson with his second free throw. It's on the way and it's good. And Goreville quickly to their half of the floor. Holm, new player on the floor for Goreville, has it knocked away and stolen by Jackson Carney. Jackson takes it all the way up. His shot rims out. Holm with a rebound. Gets it to Tripp. Tripp quickly up court. Out in the corner to Church. Church for three. And he buries it. And the Hawks are down by a bundle with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Well, Goreville certainly proving why they are at the stature they are this season, as they have built a 17-point advantage over the Hawks. Alex Sauls to trigger it in to Carney. Goreville with the trap coming, but Carney gets through it. Out to Jackson. Jackson looks to drive, pulls up, 12-footer. No good. Rebound, Church. Church brings the ball up for Goreville, gives it off to Tripp. Tripp up near the center circle, directing traffic. Off in the corner to number 15, new player for that's Moore. Moore out to Holm, to Tripp in the corner for three. No good. Rebound, Grant Jackson comes down. He is fouled as the fourth team foul will be whistled against Goreville. And it's on Moore. That'll be his first. Grant Jackson to trigger it in for the Hawks. He gets it into Carney. Carney guarded by Tripp. Trap coming. Carney gives up with a loose ball across the timeline, and he is fouled. And he will go to the line to shoot two. Moore picks up his second foul. Talon Smith checks in. Jackson Carney. Oh, no. Hold on. Jackson Carney's going to have to come back on the floor to shoot. And Talon Smith will go back to wait to check in. 2:19 to go, first quarter. Hawks down 25-8.
Jackson. The double bonus, Jackson Carney.
Carney's first shot is up and no good.
Checking the Black Cats, number 11, Zach Green, and number 23, Connor Craig.
Jackson's second shot is on its way and good.
Taking the Hawks.
And Talon Smith will check in for Kearney. 2:19 to go. Hawks down 25-9. Hawks needing a touchdown. Ball in the corner. That is number 11. That is Green. Green drives, gives it off to Tripp. Tripp, jumper from the free throw line. Up and good. Jackson with the ball on the inbound. He's going to work against Holm. Through the trap to Sauls. Sauls, he goes to a trap. Has it knocked away by Tripp. Tripp into the front court, drives, lays it up, and scores. And the Black Cats are now up 20 with 1:39 to go in the first quarter. Jackson works the ball up court. Free throw line, loses the handle. No foul called. They get it off. It's Green with the ball. To Tripp for three. No good. Rebound. Alex Sauls has it taken away by Holm. Church with another three. He drills it. And he is yet to miss one. He is 3 for 3. Grant Jackson with the ball. Brings it up into the front court. Grant drives the lane. Draws the foul on Holm. And he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Fouls on number 10, Peyton Holm. That's his first. Line to shoot the double bonus, Grant Jackson.
Grant's first free throw is good. Grant with his second shot coming. And it's good. And Goreville quickly inbound and up court fast. Number 11, Green, fires up the three. His rebound is picked up, 23, Craig. Craig, they get it into Green underneath. He is fouled by Thacker Fromm underneath, and Green will go to the line to shoot 2 as Thacker has his first foul of the night.
33, Thacker Fromm. That's his first team score. Line to shoot 2, Zach Green.
Green's first shot is up and good. Green's second shot is up and also good. And the Hawks down 23, working against the full court press. Says a lot there. Jackson off to Sauls. Sauls back to Jackson. Looks to drive baseline. 10-footer, no good. Rebound. Green out to Church. Church will look to drive. Runs through Sauls, and we're going to whistle Alex Sauls for a foul. I'm going to call him for the blocking foul.
Fouls number 11, Alex Sauls. That's his first.
As Church will go to the line to shoot 2. That's Alex's first foul. 5th team foul on the Hawks. First one no good. It's a good thing this guy doesn't shoot his free throws from the three-point range. Jordan Montgomery checks in. Talon Smith will have a seat. Church's second shot on the way, no good. Rebound. We're going to have a foul on the number 24, King. I'm sorry, that is Land. It's in the game, over the back on the foul, and the Hawks will go to the line to shoot 2. Alex Sauls was the offended party, and he will go down to put up a pair.
Alex Sauls.
Alex's first shot on the way is good. Alex's second shot is also good. And Goreville quickly down court to Green for a 3. Rebound, no one there but Holm. And he scores. And the Hawks down 23 again. Grant Jackson Dribbles through the trap, gets it off to Sauls. Sauls to Fromm. 4 seconds on the clock. Montgomery drives the baseline underneath the bracket, and he scores at the buzzer.
We play one. Black Cats 36, Hawks 15.
And at the end of one, the Hawks trail it
Number 12
by 21.
Nick Key.
And great job by the Hawk cheerleaders. The GEC champion Hawk cheerleaders. And it will be Gallatin County basketball to start the second quarter. So we take our little victories where we can get them. We get the ball to start the second quarter. Thacker Fromm, Jordan Montgomery, Max Brockett, Alex Sauls, and Grant Jackson on the floor for the Hawks. Working against it's like the starting crew back out for Goreville. Jackson across the timeline. Off to Fromm through his hands, out of bounds, and it will be Goreville basketball. Green inbounds at the trip. And Goreville up court. Trip directing traffic off to King. King, the trip in the corner. He gives it to Buffington. Out to King. King bounce pass to Buffington. He tries to bounce it out to Craig. Craig throws it over the head of Green into the front row, and the Hawks will take over. 7:31 to go, first half. Grant Jackson with the ball, brings it up across the timeline. Goreville has taken the press and the trap off. Montgomery with the ball, gives it off to Fromm. Fromm looking for help, out to Jackson. Jackson goes over a screen, puts up a three, and drills it. Grant Jackson. Goreville quickly in the front court. Craig off the trip. Trip drives, lays it up and in. Hawks score. Goreville answers back. 20-point advantage for the Black Cats. Alex Sauls with the ball on the left side. Up top to Montgomery. Montgomery to Jackson. Jackson looks to drive. Hands it off to Sauls, top of the key. He goes middle lane, back out to Jackson. Hawks will reset. Got a chip away if you're the Hawks. Grant Jackson looking to move. Going to go middle baseline. Out to Fromm for three. No good. Long rebound. Bounces high. It's going to be last touch off of Gallatin. Goreville basketball with 6:21 to go. Looked like that three was on target for Thacker, but it just rimmed out. Goreville into the front court. Trip to King. King to Craig. Craig over to King. King for three. In and out. Rebound. Trip. Puts it up and in.
And ladies and gentlemen, with that bucket, Cole Tripp just scored his 1,000th career points. Congratulations, Cole.
Cole Tripp just scored his 1,000th point for Goreville. Quite an accomplishment. No, that young man's had some adversity this year, earlier in the season. So the Hawks trail it by 22 with 6:03 to go. On the floor for the Hawks, Montgomery, Jackson, Fromm, Brockett, and Sauls. Grant Jackson up across the timeline. Over to Sauls. Sauls. His pass is past Thacker from and out of bounds. And Goreville will take over, leading by 22. Tripp into the front court. Over to King. King to Craig to Tripp. Over to King. King thought about it, didn't take it. Bounces up top to Craig. Over to King. King goes baseline to Craig. Craig lays it up and in. Grant Jackson brings it up for the Hawks. Over to Fromm. Fromm to Brockett. Brockett to Montgomery. Top of the key. Montgomery looks to drive, gives it off to Grant Jackson. Free throw line jumper up and good.
Grant Jackson.
Goreville quickly up court. King underneath to Buffington. His shot no good. Rebound, Max Brockett gives it off to Grant Jackson. And the Hawks got a chance to cut it to 20. Jackson to Fromm. Fromm looks to drive. Kicks a pass back out to Saul. Sauls drives. Loses a handle. Picked up by Craig. Ahead to Green. Green dishes it off to Buffington, who lays it in. Thacker Fromm will control the ball into the front court for the Hawks. To Montgomery. Montgomery has it knocked away and picks it back up. Now he's going to drive, gives it to Jackson. Jackson looks to drive. Going to go center court, puts it up. No good. Rebound, Jackson. Bounce pass underneath the Sauls. He lays it up and in. Good pass by Grant Jackson. Not sure how he got that one in there. Goreville quickly up court. Green over to King. King for three. No good. Rebound, Buffington. He feeds King underneath, but it's knocked away by Grant Jackson. To Max Brockett, back to Jackson and the Hawks. Bring it up, trailing 22 with 3:40 to go first half. Grant Jackson to Montgomery. Back to Jackson. Jackson directing traffic, no one moving. Now he's going to move baseline. Feeds it underneath to Montgomery on the baseline. His shot no good. Rebound Buffington. He flings it ahead to Craig, but it's stolen by Sauls. Sauls to the hole. Lays it up and in. Good hustle there by Alex Sauls. Goreville quickly up court to Green. He fires a three. No good. Rebound Thacker Fromm. And we're going to have a foul whistled on Goreville. That'll be their second team foul. And
number 24, Nick King. That's his second.
And it'll be King's second foul.
Checking in for the Hawks.
Elliot Glover check again for the Hawks.
That's number 10.
Alex Sauls will go to the bench.
Number 15, Aaron Bull.
Montgomery inbounds the ball to Jackson. 3 minutes to play on the clock, first half. Hawks down 20. Excuse me. All off to Fromm on the right side. Fromm looking for help. Has it slapped away by Holm. Holm drives, scores as Grant Jackson wipes out. Glover into the front court for the Hawks. Working against number 15 for Goreville. Glover's shot no good. Rebound, Tripp. Tripp quickly up court to number 15. That's Moore. Moore hands it off to Tripp. Tripp to Buffington at the free throw line. Out to Tripp. Tripp out to Church. He fires a three. He finally misses one. Moore with a rebound. He puts it up and in. And the Hawks trail it by 24 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Montgomery over to Jackson. Jackson spins to the baseline. Nice pass to Elliot Glover. Good job by the Hawks. Nice pass by Jackson. Goreville into the front court. It's Tripp. Tripp feeds Moore underneath. Moore looking for help. Gets it to Buffington. He spins. One-hander in the lane. No good. Rebound. Max Brockett off to Jackson. Hawks trying to cut it back down to 20. 1:25 on the clock. Up to Fromm. Fromm to Brockett. Brockett. Out to Jackson. Long three for Grant is good.
Jackson for 3.
And the Hawks down 21. I'm sorry, Hawks down 19. I don't want to give them more of a deficit than what they have. Church with the ball for Goreville in the front court. He lobs it to Home, who misses the dunk. I don't think I got it on camera, but he missed it. Grant Jackson with the ball, brings it up into the front court. 45 seconds on the clock. Grant over a screen from Max. Goes baseline, lays it up, has it blocked by Buffington. His pass is stolen by Montgomery. Montgomery then takes a walk as he got tangled up with another Hawk player. And Keston Wood will check in, and Thacker Fromm will go to the bench. 35 seconds to go in the first half. Hawks down 19. Home with the ball. Home off to Moore. Moore to Home at the top of the key. He drives, pulls back, then drives again, goes up, shoots, misses. Rebound, Jordan Montgomery to Max Brockett. Max gets it ahead to Grant. Grant is going to drive to the far end. Bellies up on a defender, misses his shot. Buffington with the rebound. He throws it away to Glover. Glover fires a long three. No good. Grant Jackson with the rebound. Sticks it back in at the buzzer. And the Hawks will trail it by 17 at the half. And we're going to step away for a moment, calculate some stats, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to thank the following businesses and individuals for their support of Hawk Athletics. Winslow Lumber Company in Junction, Illinois. Buyers of standing timber, builders of crane mats, mud mats, cribbing, and pin boards. Serving the oil, gas, coal, and solar energy sector for 29 years. Join New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Acord on Sundays for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and on Thursdays for Bible study at 6 p.m. Located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway at 18870 Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support the Hawks, Gallatin County schools, and our communities. Whether it's on the court or on the fields, our Hawks give it their all, and Banterra is committed to helping them soar. Visit Banterra Bank or one of their 25 locations across Southern Illinois for your banking needs, including personal and business products, plus specialty services like agribusiness lending and insurance. With any product or service provided, you'll find one commonality: exceptional personal service. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Extreme Welding and Machine Services Incorporated. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 3:30. For all your retail, welding, gas, and supply needs, metal sales, heavy equipment and hydraulic cylinder repair, and much more. Your one-stop shop for all your equipment repair needs. Kevin Edmonds Construction. Contact Kevin Edmonds for new homes, remodels, or any of your construction needs. Phone 618-559-4956.
Philosophy of Allegiance Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Allegiance, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Allegiance, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
John and Kathy Seeley, Steve and Candy Drone, Jeremy and Amy Knott, Terry and Anita Golden, Josh and Jackie Drone, Jeff and Bridget Jones. Thank you to all of the sponsors for our broadcast and for supporting your Hawk Athletics.
Well, we're back here with about 5 minutes to go before the start of the second half. Run down some stats for you real quick, some scoring for the Hawks. Led in scoring by Grant Jackson with 14. I hope you can hear me over the band. They're cranking it out here. Grant Jackson lead the team with 14. Alex Sauls with 6 points. 4 points for Logan Brannon. 2 points for Elliot Glover. 2 points for Max Brockett. 1 point for Jackson Carney. And then Thacker Fromm, Jordan Montgomery, Talon Smith, and Caston Wood have all played but have yet to score for the Hawks. On the flip side for Goreville, they are led by Tripp with 18. Of course, he scored his 1,000th point, not tonight, but his 1,000th career point earlier in this one. 9 points for Church, 6 for Craig, 5 for Green, 4 for Home, and 2 points apiece for Moore, Buffington, and King. And that is the scoring roundup for this one. We knew it would be a tough one, facing a very solid, all the varies you can think of, team here in Goreville. Hawks down 17.5, so it's not over with by any means, but it is an uphill battle the second half. So we're going to step away for a moment, get us a drink so our voice doesn't leave us, and we'll be back in a few moments. Well, we've got just about a little over a minute to go here before we start the second half. Hawks down 17. So it's going to be an uphill battle the second half, but just got to work hard, keep your head down, try not to race 17 points all at one time. For the Hawks, it looks like it's going to be Grant Jackson, Alex Sauls, Jackson Carney, Elliot Glover, and, we got 4. Probably going to need a 5th one. Logan Brannon is going to step up. Logan got in some foul trouble early and was not able to play the second quarter. Goreville basketball to start the second half. And the clock has been reset. And we're ready to go. Ball inbounded to King. And the clock is running. King to Tripp. Bounce pass into Buffington. Knocked away and stolen by Carney. And the Hawks bring it up court. Gives it to Grant Jackson. Jackson on the right side, making a move toward the middle of the lane, gives it off to Carney. Carney bounce pass underneath the Sauls. Sauls, middle of the lane, kicks it out to Brandon. Brandon's 3 is on the way. It's good. And a good start for the Hawks as Logan Brandon buries the 3. Tripp with the ball for Goreville, drives the lane. He is going to be fouled as he was trying to pass it off. First team foul on the Hawks, and it's going to be whistled against Alex Sauls. That's his second. Tripp to inbound for Goreville. He flips it out in the corner. Green with a 3. And he connects. Gallatin quickly up court to Sauls. He dishes it off to Glover. His shot, no good. Buffington with a rebound. Out to Tripp. Tripp up court quickly to King. King on the baseline over to Green. Green for 3. No good. Rebound King. King bounce pass underneath to Buffington. He lays it up. No good. Rebound Brennan. And the Hawks back to 17. Grant Jackson into the front court. Looks to move him on baseline, and he is cut off. Now he does go baseline. His pass is blocked up into the backboard, and it will be out of bounds off of Goreville. Grant Jackson to inbound it under the Hawk basket. Grant flips it in to Jackson Carney. Carney, top of the key, off to Grant Jackson. Jackson working against King. Over a screen, pulls up, jumper from the free throw line, no good. Rebound, King from Goreville. Goreville quickly up court to Tripp. Tripp drives fast, and we're going to have a foul called on Logan Brennan. He was trying to take the charge, but he kind of tilted sideways.
Number 20,
and that will be his third, team second.
Line to shoot 2, Cole Tripp.
And Tripp goes to the line to shoot a pair. Tripp's first free throw on the way is good. Tripp's, oh, we got Brendan Brown checking in for Brandon as he has his third foul. Church at the bench checking in for Goreville, but he'll be checking in for Tripp. Tripp's next shot up and good. And the Hawks are trailing by 19. Carney into Jackson. 6:23 on the clock. Jackson up into the front court. Off to Carney. Carney on the right side. Works the middle of the floor. Spins back. Tied up, loses a handle. Comes up with a timeout. Called by Coach Lawler.
It's a 30-second timeout.
And a possession preservation timeout called by Coach Lawler. Hey, just an update for the Hawks coming up the rest of this week. Friday night, the Hawks are at home hosting the Pope County Pirates. And then on Saturday at 3 o'clock, so Saturday is a 3 o'clock start, the Hawks will be hosting Sisney. Sisney will be in on Saturday at 3, both games at home. So come on out, watch the Hawks, enjoy some basketball this weekend. Gallen inbound the ball on the baseline. Jackson to trigger it in. Into Glover to Carney. Carney drives the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound. Alex Sauls ripped away by Church. They're going to say jump ball. And it's going to be Gallatin County basketball under the goal.
Taking the Blackcats, number 12, Cole Tripp.
Tripp checks in. King checks out. Jackson into Brown. Brown hands it off to Jackson in the corner, and they're going to say he was out of bounds. Turnover on the Hawks. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Hawks trailing by 19. Green up into the front court for Goreville. Off to Church. Church over a screen. Kicks it down low to Craig. He bounces off a defender, misses a shot, gets his own rebound, and scores. Hawks not boxing out down there, even though Goreville has the size advantage. Jackson to Sauls. Sauls in the corner to Glover. Glover drives baseline and flips it out to Sauls. Over to Jackson. Jackson out to Sauls. Sauls gives it up to Glover. Glover thought about it, didn't take it. Gets it back to Grant Jackson. Over to Sauls. Sauls in the corner to Glover. Glover drives baseline, loses a handle. It's going to be picked up by Green. And we're going to have timeout called by Goreville. 5:12 to go, third quarter. Hawks trailing by 21. Goreville basketball on this end of the floor. They're going to have to take it the length. Tripp to inbound the ball for Goreville. Gets it off to Green. Back to Tripp. And the Black Cats are on their way down to the end of the floor. Tripp to Craig. Craig hands it off. Nope, now drives the baseline. One-hander, no good. Rebound, Carney. Carney gives it off to Jackson. Hawks on the move. Jackson. No one out to help him here. Gives it off to Sauls. Sauls down to Brown. Brown has fouled underneath. Going to be on Buffington.
Number 22, Drake Buffington. That's his first team's foul.
First foul on Buffington. First team foul on Goreville. Jackson to inbound under his own goal. 4:49 on the clock. Bounce pass into Sauls in the lane. His shot no good. Rebound Buffington. Buffington flings it out to Green. Green gets it to Church. Church down low to Craig. He goes up. He scores. And the Hawks down by 23. Jackson into the front court. 4:28 on the clock. Thacker Fromm waiting to check in for the Hawks. Jackson jumper from the free throw line. No good. Rebound. Tripp. Quickly up court. Has it slapped away and stolen by Brendan Brown. He gives it to Jackson. Up to Carney. Carney drives in against Buffington. Has it rejected. Grant Jackson comes up with a loose ball. Bounces it off a Goreville player. And the Hawks will retain possession. Jackson Carney and Elliott Glover have a seat as Thacker Fromm and Talon Smith check in for the Hawks. Grant Jackson to trigger it in. Wait, we have another player checking in for the Hawks. Yes, number 30, Aiden Combs will check in as Alex Sauls will have a seat. 4:08 on the clock. Jackson gets it into Brown. Brown out to Smith. Smith bounce pass to Combs. Combs to Jackson. Jackson looks to go baseline. Passes it over to Brown. They're going to say last touch by Brown. And the Hawks will turn it over to Goreville with 3:53 to go, third quarter. Hawks trailing by 23. Tripp with the ball for Goreville up into the front court. Off to Church on the left side. Church underneath the Buffington. He goes up. He scores. Only his second basket of the night. Smith with the ball up into the front court. Off to to Fromm in the corner. Fromm out to Grant Jackson. Grant calls out the play, and the Hawks reset. Up to Brown. Brown to Combs. Combs is going to drive. Kicks it to Jackson. Three-pointer from Jackson, no good. Rebound off of Buffington, out of bounds. It'll be Goreville or Gallatin County basketball. King will check in, and Green will have a seat. Grant Jackson triggered in for the Hawks under his own goal. He throws it in to Fromm. Fromm working against King. Bounce pass up to Jackson. Jackson over in the corner to Talon Smith. Talon Smith drives, gives it off to Thacker Fromm. Thacker works his way back around, gives it to Grant Jackson. Jackson bounces off a defender. Looks to drive. Underneath to Brendan Brown. Brendan with a fake, gets a shot up. Buffington doesn't block it, but gets the rebound. Tripp with a pass out to Craig. Craig misses the dunk. Aiden Combs with a loose ball. It's still a loose ball. Still a loose ball. It's still loose. Brendan Brown dives. And it's going to be out of bounds on Brendan Brown, and the Hawks will turn it back over to Goreville. Good hustle by Brendan, but
Taking the Black Cats, number 15, Aaron Moore.
Hawks still trail it by 25. King brings the ball up for Goreville. Off to Church. Church hits Tripp, going to the baseline. He goes up. He is going to be fouled by Fromm, and Church will go to the line to shoot 2. That will be Thacker's second foul and a third team foul.
Line to shoot 2, Cole Tripp.
Tripp's first shot is up and good. Oh, the jinx worked. He misses the first one. Maybe I should have been doing that all along. Second shot from Tripp on its way, and it's good. And the Hawks bring it up into the front court. 2:03 to go in the third quarter. Off to Thacker Fromm. He has his pocket picked by King. King then loses the handle, picked up by Moore. Over to Church for 3. And he hits another one. His 4th three-pointer of the night. Jackson up into the front court. 29-point lead for Goreville. 1:33 to go on the clock in the third quarter. Pass across. Smith for 3. No good. Long rebound. Picked up by King. He flips it ahead to Tripp. Tripp bounces it off of Smith, and it will be Goreville basketball under the goal. Thacker Fromm and Grant Jackson have a seat as Elliott Glover, Logan Brandon both check in. 1:24 to go, third quarter. Hawks down 29. Goreville inbounds. Church for 3. He misses one. Land with the rebound. He gives it off to Moore. Moore looks to drive. Underneath to Church. His shot up and in.
Garrett Church.
Talon Smith brings the ball up for the Hawks. Over to Glover. Glover drives. Shoots the 10-footer. Up and good. Three-pointer from Church is good. 35 seconds on the clock. Into Glover. Glover back to Smith. Hawks trailing by 32. So with all indication, this could be a running clock in the fourth quarter. Off to Brandon. Brandon looks to drive. Jumper from the free throw lane. Contested and no good. Church with the rebound. Land way ahead to King. King out front to Church for another 3. And he is on fire. Talon Smith, three-quarter court, no good. And we are going to go to a fourth quarter. The Hawks trail it 71-36, so we will have the running clock in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. We are back. Fourth quarter getting ready to start. Here's a shocker. It's Goreville basketball. So just letting you know where that goes. We will have the running clock in the fourth quarter. For the Hawks on the floor, Elliott Glover, Caston Wood, Aiden Combs, Talon Smith, Max Brockett. Ball inbounded to Home for Goreville across the timeline. Looks to move to the middle, top of the key. Gets it out to number 15. That is Moore. Moore over to Land. Land driving against Talon Smith. Kicks it down low to Turley. Turley up top to Land. Land over to Holm up near the timeline. 7 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Holm drives, shoots, misses. Rebound knocked around, picked up by Holm. Out to Moore to number 54, a new player on the floor. King scores. And Gallatin brings it back to their end of the floor. Talon Smith with the ball. Smith off to Wood. Sorry, folks, hit the camera. Wood driving around, goes the lane, has his shot batted around. Max Brockett comes up with it. It's short. Aiden Combs loses a handle, and it's going to be last touch by Goreville. Checking in for the Hawks, Alex Sauls.
Number 11, Alex Sauls.
And Elliot Glover will have a seat.
For the Blackcats, number 3, Wilson Boker. Number 34, Tyler Lindbergh.
Talon Smith to inbound the ball for the Hawks. Into Wood. Wood to Smith. Smith brings it back up to the top of the key. 6:25 on the clock. Smith drives, baseline, jumper, up, no good, rebound, Land. Land brings the ball back up court for Goreville. To King, back to Land. Land throws it away to the cheerleading squad, and the Hawks will take over. 6 minutes to go. Smith with the ball for the Hawks, gives it off to Wood. Wood into the front court. Pass to Max Brockett off the screen. He goes, give and go, up and good. Hope I got that one for you, folks. That was a nice play by the Hawks. Casting Wood to Max Brockett on the screen and roll. Land with the ball for Goreville on their end of the floor. He works the right side, down to the baseline, kicks it down low to Turley. And here come the Hawks. Talon Smith to Max Brockett. Max thought about a three, didn't take it. Gives it back up. 5:10 on the clock. Talon directing traffic. Coach Lawler directing traffic. Talon looks to move, drives, spins out to Wood, through his hands. Caston had a shot that got away. Alex Sauls going to drive baseline. He goes up. His shot is blocked. Gets his own rebound out to Smith. Smith drives, lays one up, is fouled by King. And Talon Smith will go to the line to shoot two.
First, teams first. Line to shoot two. Talon Smith.
4:30 on the clock. And running. Talon's first shot. Rims out. Been that kind of night. Like I said, the Hawks will be back in action this weekend. Friday night at home against Pope. Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock start against Sisney. Talon's second shot bounces in. Goreville quickly up to their side of the floor. We're going to have a foul whistled on Max Brockett. First team foul on the Hawks. And then for Max, that will be his first foul.
That's his first, team's first.
3:45 on the clock and running. Again, this weekend, the Hawks at home. Friday night against Pope County. Saturday against Sisney at 3 o'clock. So make sure you got that down. Would hate for you to miss either one of those two games. And, of course, those games are at home. Talon Smith with the ball for the Hawks. He drives up to Max Brockett. No good. Rebound, Aiden Combs. He drives in. His shot is blocked. And here comes Bo Cook. Way ahead to King. Knocked away by Talon Smith. He saves it back into play. And then the pass is knocked loose. It'll be Gallatin basketball. Checking in for the Hawks.
The Hawks, number 21, Gage McGee. Number 2, Dawson Stacy. And number 42, Kaysen Steele.
Kaysen Steele, Dawson Stacy, and everybody's favorite, Gage McGee, checking in for the Hawks. 2:45 ago on the clock. Castenwood with the ball, kicks it underneath the Combs. Combs shot, no good. Rebound steal. He goes back up, misses the shot, but is going to go to the line and shoot two.
Fouls on number 54, Tommy King. That's his second, team second. Line to shoot two, Casey Steele.
Kaysen's first shot is up and it rims out. Goreville with a player lurking on the end line. There's a shot from Steele is good. Hawks get another point. And it's 75-40, 35-point lead. Bocook with the ball for Goreville, works to the baseline. He lays it up. His shot is missed. Aiden Combs with the rebound. Aiden is going to be whistled for travel as he tried to, I believe he tried to get it off to Gage there to take it up the floor. Just trying to think of his teammates, I think, on that one. Otherwise, Aiden had designs on driving the distance. Land with the ball, inbounds it to Lingle. Lingle up near the timeline. Working against Combs. 1:14 on the clock. Over to Bocook. Bocook has it slapped away, picked up by Lingle. Lingle. Aiden Combs with designs on a steal there, didn't get it. Up top to King. King with a minute on the clock. Gives it to Land, cutting to the goal. Land dishes it off to Bocook, who loses the handle. Out to Turley. Now to King. Out to Lingle. Lingle out near the timeline. Goreville content to let the clock run. The Hawks are content to let it run as well. And with 35 seconds to go, that's going to do it. Let's run down some scoring while the clock runs down for the Hawks. Grant Jackson led the team in scoring tonight with 14. 7 points for Logan Brandon, 6 for Alex Sauls, 4 for Max Brockett and Elliott Glover. 1 point apiece for Kaysen Steele, Jackson Carney, and Talon Smith. The Hawks are going to lose this one by 35, 75-40 against a strong Goreville team. And that's the way it's going to end. And this is probably my last broadcast of the season. I want to thank everybody for all the kind words that you've said to me about broadcasting the games. I've enjoyed it. Really enjoyed bringing it to you. Hopefully we'll get to do this again down the road. And hopefully we'll get to see you at home this weekend as the Hawks have games with Pope on Friday night, Sisney on Saturday afternoon, and then next Tuesday against Hardin County at home. So, this is Dave Cruzen saying thanks a lot and good night.